Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined by Skirmishes and Lotus only. No Shroomsy with us tonight. Because, well, I'm not sure why. Well, I'll find out why at some particular moment in time. But it's Lotus, or Blushing Menace, as she's been recently renamed by Shroomsy and Skirmishes. If she has any problem with that, she can take it up with them. However, we got the first game for the evening. It's going to be the Vortex up against Equinox. Everybody's so excited that we didn't even get to finish our intro. We're into the drafting phase. So let me take you there.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. And as Way mentioned, this is, the Vortex up against Equinox. This will be a best of 3 series as well. We've been doing this entire MSA Cup series, but nonetheless, into the drafting phase we go. Lotus, remember, you're still muted.
Always on the way.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Lapu Lapu and Matilda getting banned out from the blue team, which is right now Equinox and Arlet, one of the best XP fighters right now in the current meta, getting banned out by the side of the Vortex. So Lapu Lapu and Arlet getting banned out. Both teams are making sure to take out the meta when it comes to the XP laners.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of familiar names that I see in both teams. You know, I've had the pleasure to, rank against some of them, play with some of them, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting lineup, as we do see Sylvana gets banned off from the side of the Vortex. Not a regular ban you would normally see, but this only beckons one question. Did the Vortex do homework onto Equinox? Because it is the first time that we are featuring them on our stream at Waylander Game.
That is true. And Uranus also getting banned out by Equinox, so that is a lot of sustain taken out by both teams. However, I'm not sure how sustainable Sylvana is in this current patch.
Well, either way, how you want to put it. It could be match, it could be batch, you see? Freaky fresh, you know, wordplay, as we wait for Equinox to bring in their first pick and bringing in the Yuzong. Yuzong has been seeing a lot of playtime, especially, here in MSA Cup. People is currently loving Yuzong.
That is true. Some of my friends were talking about it today, actually. A lot of them love this new Yuzong. The fact that he's now more playable, because before this patch, it was a bit difficult to keep him on the sustainable side because there was just too many heroes that countered him or were just better.
Muji_02 picking up Mincetar. What a beautiful hero. I mean, look, I don't own the hero specifically, but I mean, with that crowd control coming in with the King's Calling, I mean, it can shut down your entire team fight, especially when the King's Calling is into the right position. And combining well with Faza, I mean, what a combination for the side of the Vortex at this point in stage. And Equinox going with the Bedang Roger pick.
Well, despite Bedang's slight nerf on that cooldown from 9 seconds to 11 seconds, Bedang is actually still a pretty strong hero. All you need is a bit more extra care on that timing. But what you were saying about the Mincetar, the crazy thing about the Mincetar is also not only his King's Calling, but his lifesteal or spell vamp capabilities. I'm not sure which one he works on, because he can be almost to 0 health, but if he throws a King's Calling and you just walk past it and you get hit by it, his health just goes up no matter how much you try to kill him.
As Katlego 19 brings in Hilo. So we will see some high mobility coming in for the side of the Vortex, especially with that glorious pathway. Equinox has the Yuzong to bring in that mobility for them, as we do see the Vortex bans out Zetian.
There's just one thing I'm curious about. The Vortex picked the Farsa after the Yuzong pick, so she does stand in a bit of danger with the feathered airstrike, and then Yuzong just dives into the back line.
To me, fun is all that matters.
Oh, as a 1-1, you know. Please go check out our short that we released. It has a funny ending moment, especially with 1-1. I mean, 1-1 is one of those heroes that permanently gets nerfed. But yeah, the 1-1 getting banned out from the side of Equinox, and the Vortex responding with the Bruno ban.
Bruno is not something that we see in the banning section often, so what do you think about that one?
I'm sorry, just repeat that quick.
Bruno is not someone that we see so much in the banning section.
Well, I mean, Bruno being a hero that can do a lot of single target damage. I mean, if you get that balls combo, I'm just going to call it the balls combos. You know, the two balls. The two soccer balls combination. I mean, Bruno does pack a hefty punch. I mean, it's not all heroes that can proc up to 2k damage. And YSS getting picked up for the side of the Vortex. YSS, another hero that sees a lot of playtime in the MSA Cup.
That is true. The amount of good plays that we've also seen from the Sunshine is actually pretty crazy. But what do you think about YSS versus the Roger?
If I'm going to be honest, right, I am going to favor Roger because I like playing Roger a lot more than YSS. But I mean, that's my biased choice. I mean, if we're going to look into the team composition here, YSS would have a better time with the team comp that he has with the Vortex than Roger has. But I mean, let's not count anything out. There's a displacement from Zushin. There's the fist track and the wall from Bedang. So, I mean, oh boy. This is going to be a match of team fights. So, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And, yeah, continue showing your support to us. We love it. And I see Wei has actually implemented the top fan scoreboard. So, very curious to see who will be the top fanboy of Waylander Gaming at the end of the evening. But without further ado, let's get into this first matchup between Equinox up against the Vortex in the best of 3 series. Bringing in the blow-by-blow action will be me and Mr. Waylander himself. So let's get you all warmed up before I feed into Waylander's pet peeves with y'all.
Yeah, that is one of my pet peeves. So there you are. But anyway, people are free to speak however they choose, so you don't have to worry about what my opinion happens to be, no matter how grammatically correct it is, or classy or lack of class it makes you sound.
Schooling by Waylander 101.
So this game, quite good drops from both teams, I must admit. I'm liking this. Vortex has a very strong drop with the combination that they're going, the counter picks into the mix as well. So it's going to prove to be an interesting matchup. But as per usual, it always comes down to execution. I mean, at the same time, right, there's not counting out Equinox's draft as well. That Zushin into the Hylos is a very, very strong counter.
I mean, yeah, that displacement from Zushin is going to be a very difficult time for the Hylos to play and get the sets on. So I'm just quite surprised that they didn't ban out the Zushin when they picked up the Hylos so early on.
Yeah, that's true. Bit of an early jungle invade going on here by the side of Equinox. They want to put a bit of pressure. There's a small contest here for the gold crab. Who's going to land it? It's going to be the YSS. Manages to pick up that gold crab. Just firing out a skill shot there onto Bedang, taking him down to just a smidgen below half HP. So forced to recall gives the Vortex the opportunity to rotate and put pressure possibly on that XP lane. Will we see that happen?
As I just keep an eye on the chat, currently spamming your pet peeve word. But nonetheless, we are into the first turtle of the match. This is going to come down. Who's going to set this? As well, we do see the first blood going to Roger. Hylos has been taken out of the equation.
Yeah, delaying slightly there in the rotation and getting caught out. Nice map awareness from the side of Equinox to be able to spot that and take advantage. Mincetar, however, is in the mix. Is this the damage, Mincetar? I think it might be the damage, Mincetar. He said it is. So when he catches you now with that King's Calling, he lands it onto 2. Will we see the follow? The stuns are in there. They take down Crazy Killer on the YSS, but Akadu, as always that fast fingers with the retribution, managing to secure the turtle. So even trade-off, I would say.
Yeah, true. I mean, just the first crack coming in at just the wrong timing. But I mean, bro, this current first turtle fight, I mean, this is going to set the potential for the next team fight. Well, set the pace for the next team fight. Because, I mean, whoa. This is definitely going to be a high kill count.
Yeah, there's some very good team fight spells picked up by both sides as things stand. There's a little bit of a contest here, but this time around the Litho has gone to the red team. Oh, the engagement, nice kick back from, jump back from the YSS, setting up the double for a Fasa. Well, we see the triple, the flicker comes out just in time to save Rikugan on that Zushin.
So just before the 4-minute mark, we do see the Vortex having the 2-kill advantage, as well as a whopping 2k gold lead.
Yeah, everybody manages to escape the Black Dragon form coming in from the Yuzong. So no Black Dragon form will be available by the time we hit the second turtle of the match. Oh, look at the pick off here by Muncie. He manages to catch the Roger. Oh, we see the pullback. Roger, he's so stripped, he manages to walk out, but the counter engage is on. There's a follow-up damage, and it's Yuzong taking down the Muncetar.
Oh, beautiful positioning coming in from Mincetar, nearly catching out Roger. But unfortunately, that kept him in out of position play. And Equinox just coming in and sealing the deal onto him. So it is going to be the next turtle up in the next 2 seconds. No Mincetar. Oh, well, Mincetar should be back by then.
Oh, nice rotation here from the Erythel, putting pressure here into the mid lane. The turtle has been started up. YSS is on his blue buff. The zoning being done here. Badang and Yuzong in the front line here, just trying to block out the damage. Once more, the turtle goes the way of Equinox, as they are trying to catch up on this slight gold lead, just over a K gold lead from the side of the Vortex.
Bro, I'm just sorry. I'm moving away from the game for a second. I've never seen so many reactions spammed in our chat since you brought in the the top fans.
Oh, I see. Looks like they like this top fan feature. That everyone can thank Scarpscankle for. I didn't even know the feature existed.
Yeah, so we do see Badang is currently giving vision onto the Vortex. Oh, we do see the wall onto Hylos. The displacement coming in from Zushin onto this Hylos. I mean, this is exactly what we expected coming into a matchup with the Zushin and a Hylos. I mean, this is going to be a crazy time for Hylos, just to stay safe and to try and keep his team safe. And just as I mentioned that, the first tier 1 turret has been taken down in favor of the Vortex.
Yeah, YSS making that rotation. They've managed to pick off the Yuzong once more. There's a Glorious Pathway coming out. They want to chase down. Oh, the ultimate. Oh, look at that from Badang. What a set. Catches all 3 with the air strike. In response, manages to get a kill with Fasa on the bird form. Manages to somehow escape. Erythel and Harith making the rotation. They want to try to keep this mid lane turret safe, but the kills go 2-1 in favor of Equinox.
Bro, this is going to be back and forth. I mean, okay, so the gold lead still in favor of the Vortex, but no longer 2k, 1.5k.
Look at that from Wincetar. He lands the King's Calling with the hook, forcing Badang to use that Black Dragon form to escape.
Bedang, Black Dragon. I mean, that would be so cool.
Oh yeah,
I mean, imagine that.
user.
So that's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor of Equinox. So currently the map is slightly in favor of Equinox, having those 2 tier 1 turrets taking damage for the side of the Vortex. So I mean, this is all going to come down to, and I believe the first Lord match or fight that's going to win will definitely set the tone.
Mansathar deleted. High loss, pull back, glorious pathway, not enough to save. Oh, but down with the flicker wall. He manages to catch the Fasa. She flickers out there. But they do get a kill in response. It's going to be the Badang taken down here. Though the pressure is being placed onto the mid lane turret. It's only got a sliver of HP. Erythel is in the mix. Oh, why? Yuzong with the beautiful angle trying to poke him back. It's Raja underneath the turret. Lycan pouncing his way. Can he survive this? He's so close. Aerith with the Zephyr Force. Somehow. Oh my goodness. Look at the play from Goso Ocado on that Roger. Werewolf beast mode.
Yeah, Zushin just coming in with that displacement, allowing him to be alive a little bit longer. But YSS Archie Erythel, and Erythel has been taken down. We do see the displacement and glorious pathway has been committed. Will YSS be able to escape the clutches here from Equinox?
Oh, Roger comes in. Is this the Lycan pounce to finish? Yes, it is. The feathered airstrike comes in from the Fossa. Will we see the return kill? No, he has to cancel it. Yuzan gets into the back line there, forcing everybody away as Roger gets that pickup kill.
Equinox with the team save plays. I mean, just look at that, bro. Going on the hunt for a 1 HP hero, nearly getting caught out in that same instance, but the rest of the team coming in to save their teammates. I mean, what team plays is this not? Synergy, what is that?
Yeah, that's what you want. It's a team sport. It's 5v5. So you're not just playing for yourself, you're playing with your team. You're gonna support one another, you're gonna get your combos going. But I must say I did like that Yuzong going in 2v1, getting the kill, almost getting out, but nice outplay there by Aspect.
Yeah, so 9-minute mark, Equinox having the 2 kill advantage, and well, they've got the gold in favor to them now. 1.5k to the side of Equinox. First Lord has spawned, or shall we say, Rar is on the battlefield.
Yeah, but looks like there's not going to be much of a contest. The players from the Vortex taking their time to go get in here. Will we see the reset? Erythel is in the mix here. Azushin just zoning that high loss away. Can't find the angle to get the glorious pathway. Every avenue is blocked as Equinox do a beautiful job positioning themselves just to achieve this first Lord of the game.
Yeah, so no contest coming in from the Vortex. But I mean, look, this Lord is going to come storming down in the mid lane. Equinox can definitely capitalize on this. We do see they are in the split push onto the side lanes to get that impactful punch onto the tier 2 turrets. So should just be a bit patient with that side lane, but they are pulling the Vortex to them. Diversion play.
So a bit of a skirmish there in the bot lane, but somehow the tier 2 turrets are remaining standing. I think we should see one fall. Erythel is doing a lot of damage onto the top lane tier turret. Oh, there's the engagement here onto the Yuzong. He's taking a lot of damage. The King's Calling does land. They managed to catch a couple. Badang jumps in there. Oh, he's gonna get taken down. It's a 2-for-1 exchange overall, but Erythel has other ideas. She gets it to be a 2-for-2. The continuation of the fight as Fasa wants to try to get into the mix here. Uses that bird form, but everybody manages to retreat.
What a team fight. I mean, Fasa picking up a double kill in that instance. And Erythel just making sure that the kill count is not in favor of the Vortex. So, I mean, just with that play, they should have just been patient with the side lanes. Just wait for the Lord to be in line for the side lanes to get that same impact punch onto all of the tier 2 turrets at the same time. But, I mean, still successful. There's another tier 2 turret. So, all tier 2 turrets has been taken down by the side of Equinox.
Yeah, so this map control, pretty decent for them as things stand at the moment. There's still about 70 seconds to go for the next Lord of the game or Roar of the game. As the Equinox, though, they seem to want to keep the lanes pressured in here. I don't know what you think about that.
Oh well, bro. I mean, this could play down. I mean, that could be very, very impactful. If I'm going to answer your question bluntly, as we see, the chat says Nightbot is moody.
When is Nightbot now? Nightbot's the biggest troll.
He's ignoring everyone, or it is ignoring everyone.
Yeah. We're just assuming it's a guy. Sounds more like a girl.
For sensitive viewers, please do not cancel us, please. We're not part of the cancel culture.
Oh, retribution comes out from the YSS, and this with 10 seconds to go for the Lord. I think this means that they're not going to go for the contest here. They're going to rely on their defensive abilities. We are watching Equinox already get themselves into position.
I mean, this could be the moment. I mean, the Vortex not coming into not coming to contest for this Lord. I mean, this is how long are they going to stay away from these major objectives?
Yeah, well, I suppose they're waiting for the late game power spikes to come through from the YSS. Your Harith, once he comes online, Fossa full build as well. And with damage Munsathar, there's a slight issue, shall we say, with the fact that it's only got one front line with Hylos, and Hylos is, at this moment in time, counted quite a bit by the Zushin. And Hylos also went for Thunderbelt, which, when it comes to stacks-wise right now, with a Zushin in there, how many stacks are you really going to be able to build up? So how much of tankiness can you have? And it's just one frontliner.
Yeah, I mean, especially with, like you mentioned, right, the Thunderbelt, you're supposed to be in everyone's face to get those stacks up, because, I mean, it procs every, 7 seconds? But, I mean, yeah, bro, it's not going to be a good time for Hylos, and he's not going to get that what he's supposed to. As we do see the engagement onto Hylos, will we see that displacement? No, sir. Sorry, Hylos, we focused all the attention onto you. But the Lord is onto the tier 3 turret. The glorious pathway has been committed. Aircel gets the tier 3 turret in the mid lane. Will we see Equinox going into the base and get those kills? Oh, this would be all tier 3 turrets taken down. If, Bedang carries on with the feathered airstrike coming in from Faza. YSS following up on that engagement. King's Calling was committed. That is a 4-0 exchange in favor of the Vortex. Could this be the moment of time in this match that the tides turn in favor of the Vortex?
Well, they need a wave to come through. There is no waves. That's the problem right now. That all came down to the Munsathar there. His Flicker King's Calling came out beautifully. That was just such excellent timing on that. All the tier 3 turrets have been lost there for the side of the Vortex, but they have the opportunity now to at least get the mid lane tier 1 turret pushed in here. Maybe the second one as well, but I would be, I'd also like them be a bit careful. We have just over 40 seconds to the next roar, and this one you're going to have to try to contest.
Yeah, no, I mean,
the split is in here. Oh, look at that from Oasis! He managed to get the kill and the escape. I think it's only going to be Hylos that should be taken down. But overall, as an exchange, not bad.
No, I mean, it's the roam for jungle, bro. I would take that trade any time of day. I mean, especially with the Lord spawning up in the next 15 seconds.
Yeah. They need to get themselves into position, though. ISS wants to secure the red buff. The team is more or less in position. It is a 4v4, but with the YSS doing the push on the top lane, it's going to actually... That's risky. I mean, look at this weird MSA is taking. That's real risky. I don't think he's going to get here in time. It's going to be milliseconds if he does. There's the King's Calling onto the Aircel. The bench taken on the Aircel. Bhutan goes in with the first attack. He's zoning everybody out. Roger is back alive here. He's going to secure the... Oh no! Why is this managed to secure the Lord? He gets taken down when he secured the Lord.
Clutch moments, bro. Clutch moments. I saw that retro coming in from YSS, getting that Lord down to like 1 HP and still surviving. I thought, oh my word, Roger is going to steal this. But what a team fight. I mean, it's a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of the Vortex. It seemed like the Vortex just needed to warm up a bit and get comfortable in those team fights. Get that confidence. I mean, yeah, well, gold now in favor of the Vortex. It is that point of time where gold is not going to matter anymore. So the Vortex should definitely get some pressure relieved off of their base right now.
Yeah. But they would have been hoping to get a little bit more out of it. We are heading towards that late show. I mean, we passed late game many minutes ago. Oh, there's the stun. Comes out onto the Roger. Hits that Lycan pounce. Yuzong with the Black Dragon form. Just zoning everybody away. But Equinox showing nice discipline. They don't want to engage in any funny team fights right now. They know they just got to keep that pressure up and secure. So we've got 2 players here in the bot lane. They could potentially be caught out. There's 4 players from Equinox making the movement across here. Fasa manages to get the recall. I think Minsathar should do so as well. So it's another tier 1 turret, though. It's not often you see a tier 1 turret sticking around till close to the 18-minute mark.
Yeah, I mean, bro, it is nearly 20 minutes. I mean, it's 2 minutes away, and like you said, it's not that often that you see a tier 1 turret surviving so long. As we do see the wall coming in from Badang, where we see the King's Calling coming in from Instantar. The glorious pathway has been committed. Team Vortex is currently on the hunt. With the King's Calling coming in on 2-2. Fast over the feathered airstrike coming in clutch. YSS will be going for the double kill. Picks up the double kill onto the Roger. That's a 3-for-0 exchange coming in favor of the Vortex.
Yeah, they just need a wave to come through, and then hopefully they can take advantage of the 5v2 situation. But, I mean, losing all those turrets earlier on is putting them in a lot of pressure right now. They're winning team fights that could potentially end the game, but it's like you can't really do much unless you get a full team wipe because of the amount of pressure that's on. They've got the super minions going. I mean, look at how tanky they are.
Oh, bro, I mean, this is crazy. And I mean, the longer the match continues, the more tankier the minions come. Or is it, do they do more damage? I don't know.
Yeah, and they're more sustainable. Howdy, boy. Thank you for the compliment. I think we were both going to say that. And with that,
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I'm lucky you didn't say Jinx. I wouldn't be able to talk for the rest of the stream. Oh, the first crack comes out here. Onto 2. It's 1 down. Yuzong. Black Dragon form. Fossa with the feathered airstrike. Will they see the Yuzong? That did. No, Yuzong's managed to survive YSS. He manages to get the kill, but the hunt is on. It's going to be immortality coming out as a Roger. He's trying to take down the Hylos. He's going to go in onto the YSS. It's just going to be 2 left alive. Oh, look at the winter crown from the Fasa. Did she buy the space for his team? It's going to be... Oh, full team wipe. This is it. I think there's just too many seconds left.
This should seal the deal for Equinox. They should just leave the Lord like they are doing now and just focus on to the Nexus here.
Yeah, the wave coming up. I don't think it's going to buy the 7 seconds that they need. This should be it. Raja and Zushin should have the damage. And that's first game to the way of Equinox.
I mean, I'm just looking at the chat here right now, but GG's well played to both teams. I have to say, the Vortex coming in clutch, with those defensive plays, nearly catching the match, starting to chase those objectives, and poor Cyber. As soon as she pitches up late to a stream, she gets picked on. It doesn't matter where she is, she gets picked on. It almost sounds like Lotus with Don Ryu and Crack.
Yeah. Well, what can we do? But that was very, very, very well done. As Don Ryu, I think, wants to start something in the chat. Not knowing the person who has the mic is me. The person who has the blushes is Lotus, and she will pay for all your crimes on stream. So,
you? Where are you?
So Don Ryo, please go ahead.
Don Rio, please, I beg you, don't.
So, Lotus, what are your thoughts on this game?
To be honest, it was actually interesting to watch. The defense is coming out from the Vortex, but there was just too much pressure coming out from the minions, just continuously crashing onto the turrets. Because the Vortex wins a team fight, then they have to clear waves instead of pushing the waves. That makes it a lot more difficult for them.
Agreed. I mean, that early, I wouldn't say early game. The early game was fairly even between the two teams. Equinox just took control over the mid game. Established, when I say established, it was like beautiful map control. They had the pressure going all three tier 3 turrets down. By the time the Vortex came online, they had a bit of a late game composition, shall we say. They came online, they put the pressure, they were winning the team fights, except for the last one. That was beautifully executed. All came down to that pick-off there, the set from the Badang. It just led into just like an extended fight. And the chase, the hunt was on, and Roger is one of the better heroes at hunting down the squishies, as we saw in that battle, and then it was just GG's to them.
Lotus, please don't invite me into the lobby now. I've just got another lobby that I need to set up for the teams. So I will be on the stream, but just not in the lobby. So I'm going to ask you to please let everyone know that we are ready to start the second match as soon as we are ready.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the lobby to fill up. It's a bit of a sub in. Also, it's Monkey D. Luffy joining in from the stream into the game, wants to get into the action. That's what happens a lot of times. You get to see the action, you're like, I want to press buttons too. I want to kill people too. I want to fight. But sadly, you're stuck on the stream. You gotta talk.
So now we all know how you feel when you're casting.
Before we are casters, we're gamers, right? We love not just Mobile Legends, but just gaming in general. So every time you're watching someone play, I don't know if this happens to you. Like when we're watching someone stream a game, you'll watch, you're enjoying yourself, and then you're like, so I want to play too. And then because we're gamers, we want to play. You want to see yourself on the stream too, even if we ever get the chance.
Yeah, that is true, bro. I mean, I remember in the beginning of the channel days with you and Chris, where he would stream World of Warcraft or just onto Discord, show how he's playing. And what were you playing at that point of stage? Oh, it was Throne and Liberty, and I was like, guys, how can you do this to me? My PC isn't even sorted out yet, and you guys are playing games in front of me. So I ended up playing Frostborn on the phone because I also want to play games, but... Yeah, I mean, it is 100% true. I mean, but then you get the opposite as well. You get people to come and join the stream, like Don Ryu, right? He loves playing games, but he loves watching our streams, or shall I say, loves looking at Lotus on the stream.
Okay, that's not make it weird.
Well, he did ask for a Lotus sticker last night, so I mean,
Yeah. Well, as people are debating whether it's me or not me. See, when I usually like to keep the beard, but occasionally it gets a little bit itchy. Also, when I look at the two Vikings that are usually with me and they're very manly beards, then I feel a little bit out of place. So I'm like, yeah, it's time to remove it. They come here and they just show up all the time. They don't care about other people's feelings. It's a very, very horrible state of affairs here, way like the gaming Discord. And let me tell you guys that.
Yeah, I mean, bro, let's not talk about it, because in any case, I saw you that you shaved, and nonetheless, I need to shave as well for work. So, unfortunately, it's not as large as those streamsies. I mean, I miss the construction days and I miss the IT days where it was this big malunga of a beard. But unfortunately, we can't always have what we want, right?
Yeah. So, how many of you in the chat have that full-on beard? I'm not talking about the ladies, though. If you do have one and you're a lady, I would really be interested to know about that. That's. I would like to see that act. In fact, right?
Wow. Well, we all have hobbies.
Well, it was used to be like a circus act, like the bearded woman, back in the day. And yes, I know that sounds a bit sad. Well, we didn't have the internet and all the weird things that I've been asked and told to watch, like that Love in Deep Space thing. I will, from now to the day I die, I will never forget what I've seen in that video clip. It is horrific.
Was it that traumatizing?
Yeah, it was basically a bunch of half-naked Asian people running around the screen, and then you have to try to get into like a relationship with them. And I'm like, what is the point of this game?
It's for people who can't find boyfriends in real life.
Just go to Thailand. They're on every street corner.
Listen, chat. Listen. The Waylander is not promoting ping pong shows. And please, for the love of roses, don't go and Google it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, right? That was what it was shown to me. I was like, okay, the younger generation's cooked.
Bro, just a quick one. It is 3 matches that you set up for the squad, right? Best of 3.
Yes, it's best of 3. Best of 3.
Alright, 100%.
Alright, I think all the teams are ready, and we were done talking about Thailand, and as Kemshot says, he's a lady. I'm a lady boy. I don't know if you've ever seen that video clip. It's hilarious.
Yeah, so who's this? Wait. So Tyler Lucas says he also has a very manly beard, and nonetheless saying don't shave, and then everyone wants, it's mixed relationship here with the chat. But nonetheless, let's jump into the second match.
Alright, so as we head into the drafting phase, once more we will have Skirmishes and Notice take us through this. Just waiting for that screen to load in just a second, and it's drafting phase time.
So into the second match's drafting we go. The Vortex on the left side with Equinox on the right side. Let's see.
At this point in stage, I'm still only seeing us on Discord. So as I can see, Way is standing up now without sharing his screen. So Lotus, for this first part of the draft, I'm going to have to tag you in. I'll keep the chat entertained.
Do you rather want me to just share the screen?
Nah, it's fine. Let's hear your voice. Everyone wants to hear your voice.
Yeesh. Well, here from the monologue, I go. Menses are also getting banned out from the side of Rikugen. Sorry. Well, Mensesar was a big problem in the previous match. Also managing to turn some of the team fights around, allowing the Vortex to win in some of the majority of the team fights. But Sylvana once again getting banned out from the side of the Vortex. Sylvana, pretty decent hero, but not someone that we see on the 5-man scene so often. As we do wait for the very simply named L, banning out the Matilda once again. So, Matilda, not one of my favorite supports. Don't know about you viewers, but I'm the biggest fan of supports. I prefer tanks as roamers, but to each his own. Yuzong getting banned out. So, the Black Dragon form, that was a big problem. And just the sustainability coming out from this dragon, but Lapu Lapu also getting banned.
Yeah, so the viewers currently shouting out Lotus solo cast, let's go! I'll give you a guess. Who do you think it was?
Angelic Fury.
No. Try again. It's a male.
Let's see. Cractus Crusader. Cat Lego. Just showing his explainers. Flashing the Badung. We get to see that first crack again. Or maybe even the Kizo.
I mean, poor Don Ryo. Poor Don Ryo. I mean, poor Don Ryo. And he was the one giving you the love.
Ryu, I'm just teasing. I knew it was you, okay?
The lies.
No, I seriously knew it was him. But I know it would be more funny if I said it was the other two. My bad. Zetian getting picked up by Rikugan, and Al showing all the conclusion currently, but switches off with goes to Akado's Lancelot. So Lancelot has been pretty strong on the MSA. There hasn't been many teams that lost when they used the Lancelot. Not any, if I remember. Jaguar _02 getting the next pick, as well as Asu. I think that's a U. So, who do you think they will be going with? I don't think Afarsa is a good idea to go with into this, especially because there's a Zetian that can, cancel her ult. But Jaguar are currently showing that Xavier solo casting is making me get rid of my voice. Alright, let's see. Dawning Light coming in and Monkey D. Luffy deciding on the broken X-Borg.
Lotus, I'm not gonna lie, right? There was a point of stage where Wei would do a full solo cast, right? And then we're looking at 45 matches, right? Solo casting on his own, drafting to matchmaking, right? And then me on the other end doing exactly the same thing. So this is just to get you experienced with the viewers and everything. So currently, GG's Way. Thank you for leaving me in the dark, bro.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But Scott, on that note, you and Waylander are like Superman in disguise when it comes to the Mobile Legends. I'm just a normal gal trying to learn to cast. But Khalid getting picked up by Crazy Killer. So that Sandstorm into Zetian's Fury of the Phoenix, that could actually work quite well.
So, if you didn't catch the subtle joke, right, I was actually referring to you sharing your screen.
Oh yeah. My bad. I forgot.
Fun is all that matters.
I forgot you went in the lobby.
No, I'm not in the lobby. So, yeah, currently the draft's looking, well, very different than the previous match. I mean, as I... oh, my word. My bad. Granger gets picked up for the side of Equinox, and the Vortex going with Harith once more. I mean, Monkey D. Luffy with the X-Borg, and Xavier and Katlehu 19 with the Badang. Currently looking like a very good draft for the side of the Vortex, but look, let's not take anything away from Equinox. They do have Khalid with the Lancelot and with the Zetian. I mean, you do have that crowd control with the Sandstorm coming in from Khalid, and then that global crowd control coming in from Zetian. This is going to be an exciting matchup, as we do see Aspect picking up Ling for the side of the Vortex.
And Al going with the Franco. But imagine this. Ling with the Tempest of Blades into Monkey D. Luffy's, what's it called? The Last Insanity into the Fizzcracken wall. That is some crazy CC. And AoE damage.
Well, depending on if Badang is quick with the wall, or, well, removing the wall, it can trap the X-Borg into the wall as well. I mean, especially if you look at the Last Insanity, right? You need that space to cast it. And if you only caught up one hero and the rest of the enemy is on the opposite side of the wall, and you're not fast on removing that wall, that can come in very costly. But nonetheless, into the second match we go between Equinox up against the Vortex. Equinox currently up by 1. The question beckons, will the Vortex get the return here? Take us into the sudden death round, or will Equinox take this in a clean for nothing sweep?
Well, I would say this Franco pick was quite an inspired one. If Franco can land those hooks, get the pickoffs, it can be very problematic for the side of Vortex. But as always, as we always say, it comes down to execution. So, I was watching a video not too long ago showing that the Franco with the legendary skin, which is this one, as we see here, Franco did go for a bit of a jungle invade, as would be expected with the Franco tries to reset the buff. But Franco with the legend skin has a larger hook range. Oh, look at the flicker hook comes through there, straight onto the Savior. The follow-up damage from this section as its first blood set up by the Franco. Oh, we're gonna get to see some classic hooks in this game by the looks of it. There's the invade coming out. The hook onto the buff. Does he get it reset? Didn't have the flicker. Didn't manage to get it reset to a certain degree. The retribution had to come out from the Ling.
I mean, for Al on the Franco is definitely going to be someone that you need to look out for. Bro, I'm just going to have to tag Lotus in here. The stream is a bit delayed on Discord, so you can end the stream and let Lotus cast this one. I'll be back after I've got the lobby set.
Alright. So, continuation of the aggression. Very, very early aggression coming through here from the side of Equinox.
That is true, but there's already a 3 versus 2 here in the bottom lane, just right now seeming to poke each other. No one really committing just yet, but this is what you see in a Franco all the time. There's hooks and the camping.
Oh, look at the engagement. Health manages to get away just for the most part, but it's Goto Okano with the dashes underneath the turret as Lancelot secures the kill.
Not even a full 2 minutes and it's already 2-0 in the favor of Equinox, and they already managed to get a 1,300 gold lead.
Yeah. That is significant at this early stage of the game. The first turtle of the match is up. Zetian scouting out, just showing where everyone is on the map. Franco doesn't have the bloody hunt just yet. Ling will want to get that blue buff going in his favor. But Lance, he's got that angle from the back. He goes into the second skill. Tempers of Blade being used defensively as Aspect manages to escape. But there's a kill going through Lancelot. He's still not done. It's the Sandstorm underneath the turret. The flicker away from the Xavier manages to keep him safe for the most part. So lots of skills coming out from the side of Equinox. But I think they've done enough to create space to achieve this objective.
That is true, and they also did beautiful trying to bait out Tempest of Blades and some of the other ults just to make sure that the Vortex doesn't even want to contest this turtle.
Yeah. So first the turtle achieved. Oh, nice Dawning Light from Jaguar 02. Almost getting a snipe in there.
But I do think that is a lag out from the side of the Vortex.
Oh, look at that. Once more, another pick-off kill as as Equinox is just piling on the pressure here in the early game, extending the gold lead to 2k.
That is true. So, right now both teams, Equinox is actually playing extremely beautifully. Baiting out, camping, and this Franco just puts so much pressure on the team, managing to get another hook. Once again, Bloody Hunt comes out and takes out the Bedang.
Yeah, nice hooks coming in from that Franco. A lot of pressure was placed onto the Ling here by the Lancelot. Will we see the kill? They get him before he gets off the wall. It's killing spree for the Lance. He's underneath the tower. He somehow manages to survive. Oh, he dashed it just the right time. The Dawning Light almost took him down, but there was one final basic attack to end the job. So a shutdown kill there going the way of Xavier.
Xavier did well, but that dash went just a little bit in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Yes, well, you gotta have those. Oh, there's the last insanity coming from the Xbox underneath the turret somehow. So look at the Granger. Look at that. Can you even see the health bar?
Barely. That was crazy. If Xborg was a little bit closer to him when that insanity went off and that big boom killed the Granger, maybe he could have died, but it is what it is. Ling once again onto this Khalid. Will they manage to take him? It does not seem like it. Khalid is just that one of those sustainable heroes.
Yeah, you need to have some hard lockdown to deal with him. It's a sandstorm onto the Link. Tempest of Blade comes through, dashes back to the safety behind the turret. Oh, but the bloody hunt onto Savior, just being eaten up there in the top lane. But the battle's continuing here on the bot lane. No frog armor for the Xbox. Suns come through. It's gonna be Ricardo. He's dashing around. They managed to get the Xbox down, but Dung flickers back to safety. Franco throws out the hook, but lands onto the minion. Pressure being piled onto the Link. The follow-up. He does not have the Tempest of Blades to escape. And Equinox switching gears in this second game.
That is true, and right now it's 83 in the favor of Equinox, and they also have a 4,000 gold lead. And they will be able to take the second turtle without contest.
Yeah. Though, they finally managed to translate this early game pressure to take down the first turret of the game here in the top lane. They will be hoping to secure maybe the side lane on the mid. There was a bit of a lane swap. Khalid dealing with the Harith to a decent degree, forces out the Zaban force, but a pressure being piled in the mid lane by the side of Equinox. The hooks coming out as this mid lane turret almost taken down. Is just a couple of hits away from the map being really opened up.
Seeing from how Equinox is playing, if that map opens up, they will be able to take good advantage of it. But there comes another hook onto the Khalid. Not much of a big follow-up. Khalid is in. Fear of the Phoenix goes, but no one has taken down so far.
Yeah. Oh, and the Lotus curses the Savior. No one was taken down until they had to say that. Bloody Hunt comes through once more. Tempest of Blade being used defensively. Xborg into the base. He gets taken down. As not back. Oh my goodness! The second skill. The first crack comes out. Can Lancelot get his triple? Is it triple in the base? Oh, and then he is taken down by the Savior. Oh my goodness. That was some outplays at the base.
True. But Franco missing the hook this time. But that was a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah, between yesterday and today, like the Selena plays we've got to witness. Actually from a few days ago. First it was Jinx on the Selena, then it was Rast on the Selena. Now we're watching L on the Franco. These skill shot heroes. Oh, Danger goes in, just blowing everyone up. Ling taken down once more.
But speaking about those Franco and Selena players, one of the good Selena players that we also saw was Cat Meow Pew Pew, I think. But I would definitely want to see this Al's Franco versus General Cho's Franco, because that is a pain.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll organize a 1v1 as Grangers on a killing spree takes down the Butang underneath the turret. Third and final turtle for the match is up.
But right now these Dawning Lights aren't just managing to catch anyone, but Tempest Blades once again used defensively does not manage to take anyone down. Lancelot is in a 2v1 situation, will get taken down.
Yeah, Aspect is taken down there by the Granger on the side, but Lance pays the price for it. There's the Sandstorm into the mix as the healing comes through from Crazy Killer. He's trying to survive through this. He is quite tanky. He has the mobility. The team into the mix. The Fury of the Phoenix comes out. Zaban Force is in there, but the Scimitar swings. There's the Bloody Hunt as it's 4-4-2 exchanged overall, going the way of Equinox. And the pressure is mounting on the Vortex.
But they're also doing a good job, Equinox, on making sure to keep these towers pushed and to make sure to prioritize the mid lane. That helps for the Lord to just go straight down the mid lane, clear the side lanes, and try to put pressure everywhere you can.
Yeah, agreed. You know, I was actually wondering how come Franco was getting the Bloody Hunt up so early. He went for the support build, interestingly enough. He's got the Winter Crown, he's got the I forget the name of the item, it's just slipping my mind.
Fleeting time.
The fleeting time. Excuse me. So once more Franco throws out the hook. There's a Death Sonata comes in from the Granger. The Dawning Light now starting to hurt a little bit from the Xavier. The longer the game goes on, the more the Xavier will come online. So things look dire for the side of the Vortex, but it's not over yet. Once you get your late game heroes online, you can start to do something. Once more, Franco just trying to be a bit of a menace, a bit of a pest. The waves now have been adequately pushed in to give the map control necessary as the first roar of the game is up.
But the thing is, the Vortex managed to put up a good defense in the previous match. I'm pretty sure they can do it again this match, and maybe even use it more to their advantage.
They did put up a good defense. They had a very strong late game. But this time around with the Xavier, that Dawning Light, when he hits that full combo and he's got the full stacks on it, it hurts. It could take you down a half health from like literally anywhere, because it's a global ultimate.
That is true. And like you said, the amount of damage coming out from Xavier's Dawning Light, especially after he gets, I think it's Holy Crystal, and then there's this one other item that makes it so lethal. So...
Yeah. There's the hook once more from LeFranco. The Roar is pushing in onto the mid lane. There is no shield up and running. So we should see a lot of pressure coming through. Dawning Light into the mix. There's the Sandstorm into the Fury of the Phoenix. Oh, the Franco armor is taken down quick enough. The hook onto the Badang. He's going to get taken on godlike for the Granger. There's the Bloody Hunt flicker coming through. Tempest of Blaze manages to catch on to everybody. But do they have enough to survive through all of this? It's going to be a full team wipe. Everybody taken down. The Roar has been eliminated. The waves are pushing through. This is game, set, match. The Equinox.
They all were.
that was very. I would say like just one massive pylon in the mid lane, beautifully executed from the Equinox, or from Equinox, should I say?
True, I would have expected them to also want to put pressure on the side lanes, but no, they just wanted to go straight through that middle. Go right at the throat.
Yeah. They just ate up that mid lane turret and used their massive gold lead, because they had quite a bit of a gold lead at that moment in time, to just storm all the way through and manage to secure what they needed, which is the objective, taking the game. So they took this in a clean sweep, 2-0. First game a bit cagey, but the second game you couldn't really say that. There was a strong performance, start to finish, from the side of the Equinox.
That is true. They were extremely dominant during these matches, going for the kills where they can, even making sure to just zone the Vortex away from objectives, to the point where the Vortex just said, let's stay away from the objectives, let's try to defend and do it as best as we can.
Yeah, that's not a bad ploy overall. When you are in a bit of a tough situation, it's best to regroup. Don't overextend. Don't try and contest for things that you know you cannot contest for. Just build up the gold that you possibly can build up, and then wait till you get the right opportunity, because nobody has ever played a perfect game of Mobile Legends. I mean, you're gonna make a mistake at some point in time. There will be an overextension, an overcommitment, and then you can jump in, pounce, but you gotta be prepared for it.
That is true, but I know the Vortex is gonna rewatch the stream, probably because to, watch the replay, see where you could improve. So how would you say they could have turned that game around? Especially when they were so far behind in gold, kills, resources.
Well, I would suppose it would have come down to a positional adjustment. Maybe get the XP laner to do the front lining for them. Get the X-Borg just a couple of paces in front and allow Badang to go in for the counter initiation, and then just find the right angle for Ling, because like if Ling can delay his engagement into any team fight, they can win. Right? The same with the Harrod, you had to just wait a little bit for someone to try to dive the backline like the Lancelot, and then you had to try to sustain through that by using the shield, but it was difficult because the pressure was placed on in the early game, and a gold lead is a gold lead. I mean, items win you games.
That is true.
But anyway, it's onto the next game we go. We are getting the teams ready and set in the lobby. It's going to be Soul Society up against Imperium. The players are slowly making their way into the lobby as we have everything set. But we will have the pause screen up and running for you. Let me just see if we actually have the pause screen up and running. Right, 1 second. Just now I played the wrong pause screen and then we have problems.
Yes, because I didn't work on it for no reason.
Yeah. Well, you can blame Canva. Alright, so we're just gonna have the pause screen set for just a few, and when I say just a few, I really mean just a few. The teams are entering into the lobby at this current moment in time.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now. I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Lunox, resetting that Olaf. Second skill's not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Khalid. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla! So much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather shot coming in from Farza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will he be able to escape this? Yes, he does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erithel split pushing once more, just chasing the gold and the objectives. We will get the Recto battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the boy genius on the Bucks here as Bind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Hunter. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hard God is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. No.
Hanzo's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomon. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
and Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main try.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now. As I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to take the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Cecilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
Well, if they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from them. Lunox resetting that all-out second skill. It's not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose. Going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely, and from the clutches of Ali, Bancrushers, which will we see that blast cannon coming through. Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla, so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Farza onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. But he's not playing it. Something's going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erithal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retry battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Bind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full one exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Antu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. Oh.
Hansa's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hand onto the Leomord. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Well, alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. It's Skirmishes, Lotus, and myself, Waylander. We're into the second match. We're already into the drafting phase, as we'll head there in just a second. It's going to be Soul Society up against Imperium.
What a matchup. This is not going, well, what am I saying? This is going to be an intense matchup. Wordplay is not on my side tonight. A lot on the brain, you know? Proactiveness. Busy.
But these teams are pretty good. I do remember watching some of the matches from MWL and some other tournaments, but Soul Society has been doing very well recently in other tournaments, managing to get to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and sometimes even the finals.
My legacy shall endure.
Yeah, indeed. So, as we do see the first bands out from the side of Soul Society, it is Kufra and Zetian, and for the side of Imperium, it is Kalia away from the equation.
Then again, Kalia, without her sustain right now, what do you think about that ban?
Well, look, the Kalia is still a good pick to pick up, right? The only thing that is now a bit against her is that sustainability that she has in the early game. I mean, you still have that Tsunami Slam from her, and you still have the Revitalize, even though it's not as useful as it used to be in the beginning stages, but she is still very viable mid to late game. So that's the reason why Kalia has been banned out. She's not out of the meta just yet.
Touche. And Yuzong and Glue also getting banned. So these days, We did see him in the first MSA matches somewhat, but in the few past groups, he hasn't really gotten a chance to show his face.
Yeah, I mean, look, Houston, in my opinion, he's a ban or pick hero. If you don't pick him up, ban him. That's what I've been seeing, and that's the evidence that has been reflected onto me. Just waiting on Astro to decide if he's going to pick up a hero. Who's going to be the first hero to be picked up for the side of Soul Society?
Then again, I'm also excited
Could this
to
be
see
a potential lag out?
To me,
But rather goes for
fun is all that
the
matters.
nerfed 1-1. The poor nerfed 1-1. Could be a lag out,
I mean-
though some of the referees just have to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, 1-1 with the crossbow tanks, like I mentioned in the first matchup, 1-1 being the hero that is permanently nerfed. I mean, just waiting for that time that she's going to receive the love. But 1-1 is not a hero that you should count out just yet. But if I'm looking at this right, it might be a lag out for the side of Astro on Soul Society, as we do see Overlord picking up Clint and Athenais picking up the Phobius SpongeBob T12 with a high loss.
And Bearded Viking going immediately for that X-Borg. X-Borg is actually pretty broken right now, as you guys mentioned in the previous evenings, especially with that recent buff of his. And X-Borg is just X-Borg.
You know, when you said that at the days, right? Or what I was thinking about Skowski Ankle. Remember that Key and Peel video clip with the AA run and that the substitute teacher, it's called. It was classic.
Yeah, bringing up memories there now. All right, so chat, welcome to the evening. And well, like Way promised, we weren't away for too long. So hit that like, share, and subscribe button right now. I would appreciate the support coming in from all of you, as well, I'm having a lot of Christopherson moments tonight, and I did see that top viewers did update. So GG's. A special shout out to the top 3 at the end of the evening for the top fans, as we do see Kamikaze picking up Zask. So Nightmaric spawn in favor of well, Imperium.
To be honest, Zask is an underrated hero, but he's also very situational. I do remember the time when attack speed Zask was a thing, where people usually used him for split pushing or just mainly pushing the turrets.
I mean, yeah, Hayabusa getting banned out from the side of Soul Society, and Ruby. I mean, Ruby, I feel she'll never be off meta. I mean, she used to be a very a big comfort pick. I mean, especially she was played a lot in the gold lane. You don't see a feature in the gold lane anymore, but in my opinion, Ruby, she will never be off the meta, especially with that I'm Offended and that set plays and that sustainability that she has to the making. So, beautiful ban coming in from the side of Imperium. Just waiting on Bakudan to bring in the final ban for the side of Imperium in this first best of 3 series.
By thy wish. Guided
Surprisingly
by
banning the
thy
Zushin, but still a valid ban. I mean, Zushin with that ability to just pick people up and to throw them around, that is annoying. But the Electro Beats from Joy banned out from the side of Soul Society.
Yeah, Joy being one of those heroes that we did mention, receiving a large nerf. I mean, at what was it, 145 stacks to 140. I mean, yeah, she didn't receive love in this emergency patch update, as a way would call it. But nonetheless, let's see how this one does play out. I mean, you still have the YSS open, you still have Nolan open, which would be a good pick, especially to jump onto the back line. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options still viable to pick up as Ascension is currently and does pick up Camilla, so there will be the Cursed Blood for the side of Imperium. A good pick, especially with the Zarsk. It combines very beautifully with the Zarsk. And, well, the Phobius to come in there and get that ultimate slam of him in. But Sekai goes with the Valir. How do you feel about the Valir pick, Lotus?
Well, to be honest, I love a Valir, and the Valir's ult can a bit protect them from that Curse of Blood. Even the Zask and Phobius's stuns, so that is actually a pretty good hero, I would say. Also, Valir is just actually such a crazy hero at times, and he's one of those mages that you can also pick up defensive items with. So, but Mikey Panic on the Lucas. What do you think about that one?
Lucas, a very good pick. The only thing that is against him is the fact that his skills, that bar, it takes longer to recharge. But I mean, he's limited to the amount of team fights that he can engage upon that he used to in the past. But Lucas, a very strong pick, especially for the side of Soul Society. If I'm looking at their current draft, this is He needs to catch out the Martis mid to late game. I mean, Martis, we know he stopped scaling from mid to late game. So they just need to survive this early game onslaught from the side of Imperium. And Lucas would be golden.
The Titans will be eradicated.
But Soul Society would also have to make sure to get that 1-1 fed, because Clint is 1-1's counter. So you have to be very careful about that one.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude the first draft between Soul Society and Imperium. We are bound to head into this first matchup in this best of 3 series. Are you ready? Do you have your refreshments and your popcorn beside you? Because this is going to be a cracker of a match. Let's go!
Welcome everybody back to the stream. It's going to be an action-packed one, as Gopskenko just mentioned right now. We've got Soul Society up against Imperium, a South African squad versus a Madagascan one. It's been quite a while since I've seen a Martis into the mix, but Bakudan, I'm hoping I'm saying that properly, right? But going for that Martis pick in there, so some decimate action on the way.
Yeah, Bakudan. Bro, it's some of these names are very difficult to pronounce, so apologies for the team members that if you come onto the stream to watch your match, if we slaughter your name, I don't apologize. Sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah. It is a bit challenging, especially across language barriers, etc. But into this first of the best of 3 we go. The battle of the mid lane has begun once more.
Yeah, I mean, this is all going to come down with regards to Camilla's set plays. The Soul Society has got a very high mobility lineup, actually, so it's going to be difficult for Camilla to land that Curse of Blood.
Well, ooh, look at the damage being taken by 1-1. She's so low. 1 HP escapes. But there's Hylos into the mix. He's engaging onto the Clint. He's forced back with a flicker. So both marksmen's taken very, very, very low. Though Clint is going into the second skill. Will this be pay the price for it? Hylos wants to slow and chase him down. He doesn't have that second skill available. But another 1 HP escape on both sides. Oh my goodness. These marksmen living on the edge.
Literally, bro. Literally. I mean, why would you go and re-engage, especially so early into the match if you're so low health?
Yeah, I'm sure Martis must be thinking, if only I had my ultimate at that moment in time, I'd be charging in. And then it's going to be decimate after decimate after decimate as he goes in on the Lucas. Lucas being taken down quite low, has to dash away. There's the retribution. The decimate comes out, but just a little bit early. Lucas manages to escape. Hylos throws out that revitalize just to ensure that the team stays alive.
Oh, I mean, clutch saves coming in from Hylos. The first turtle of the match has been spawned up. We will get the first turtle dance. As we do see, the last insanity has been committed from Xborg, but with no avail, just doing damage onto the Phobias. And Soul Society will not be contesting for this first turtle of the match, it seems like it.
Yeah, well, they're buying space here. Xbox trying to build up that frog armor, but being zoned away. There's the engagement here. Hylos being attacked upon. Lucas goes into beast mode. Is who's gonna land that first blood. First blood goes the way of Soul Society, but the turtle has gone the way of Imperia. As look at the damage from Xborg. Oh my goodness, glorious pathway. Camilla has to flicker back out. The chase is on. This is to make that 3 kills to the favor of Soul Society.
Kamikaze got kamikazed out. That was a 4-on-1 into the just next to the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. So past the 3-minute mark, 3 kills in favor of a Soul Society, and well, with a 1k gold lead as well, mind you.
Yeah. Well, Clint having a nice time, it would seem, up against the 1-1. He's gonna blast her in the bush. He wants to go in, doesn't? Oh, he has the flicker back up and running. Manages to stay safe. There's a glorious pathway underneath the turret. Second skill comes in from the Valier, but that quick flicker from Overlord keeping himself alive.
I mean, Imperium, they definitely need to get a perfect set here to get the gold advantage back to them. Oh, as we do see the engagement onto Hylos. Hylos is forced to use the Revitalize, but no avail from the side of Imperium.
Yeah, Imperium want to force the plays. They're trying to get a bit of a snowball. Maybe be a little bit patient. They do have the Curse of Blood online finally. So that's going to be a big ultimate in their favor, provided they can land it perfectly.
I mean, yeah, I have to agree with you, bro. Valir, he's going to need to be quite spot on with his positioning if he wants to keep his team alive, especially when that Cursed Blood lands and his team has been stunned. If he can get that push back from his second skill, he should be fine. He should be able to keep his team alive. But yeah, let's not delve too deep into it.
It's all going to be execution as per usual. Pressure being placed onto the Xbox. He managed to survive. Now the rotations here towards the gold lane. Clint repositioning himself. 1-1 did get quite a significant amount of poke. Camilla frontlining in there, as well as Phobius. He's made the rotation. Glorious pathway comes in from the Hylos. He is into the backline, trying to stop this, trying to create the space. Lucas with the beast form. He's going to want to launch that, unleash the beast. He goes in there, manages to secure the objective, and the follow-up. The Revitalize coming in absolutely clutch. Lucas eating everyone alive. He's continuing this. Phobius trying to survive it, but it's a double kill going the way of the Lucas. It's a 3-for-1 exchange, and the turtle going the way of Soul Society.
And if you want to add to that, the tier 1 turret in the top lane goes in favor of Soul Society. So what a early game lead that they have at this point, just before the 6-minute mark. They have the map control, they have the gold lead by 4k and a 5-kill advantage. How will Imperium return into this battle?
Well, they need to spread out a little bit. They're bunching up, and Valier is having a fun time just placing that first skill of his, just one after the other, stacking up the damage, and it's combining with Lucas's Unleash the Beast, because I mean that does a massive amount of AoE damage.
Yeah, bro, I am going to agree with you there. I mean, Imperium, they definitely need to respect this draft from the side of Soul Society. If we're looking at I would have actually favored Imperium with the draft. As we do see, the Cursed Blood does land on 2-2. Zask with a Nightmare Spawn does take down Hylos as well as Valir. So 2-for-0 exchange in favor of Imperium.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Just a bit of patience, just try to separate the team. They did go in. There's another battle happening in the top lane. There's the last insanity coming out. So much damage there onto that obvious. The chase is on. Martus gets it up as well. So that's a 2-for-2 trade-off overall.
Bro, I'm looking at this export and Lucas, bro. It seems like they will be the combo pack that would be running around. Both heroes being able to sustain and pack a punch. But we do see Soul Society onto this third and final turtle of the match. And it goes indeed favor to Mikey Panic.
Yeah. Without the jungler there, no point even beginning to try to contest for that. 1-1 staying safe for the most part. 1-1 might have the opportunity to get her ultimate set on the front line from the side of Imperium. So we are heading into, we're past that, we're into the mid game. Oh, there's the engagement here. Oh, we see the crossbow tank comes out. Yes, we do. That's one kill to the goods to the 1-1. The Nightmaric spawn comes out. There's the cursed blood as well, linking everybody up. But there's Lucas and Hylos involved. This revitalize once more. Unleash the beast. Blows up the mortars. The fight continues. The waves have been pushed in. This should be another tier 1 turret being taken down here as 1-1 is focusing on that objective. Will we see them continue the pressure onto the top lane? To the bot lane tier 2 turret or switch across to the mid? They do have the opportunity to take the mid, but no, they want to fight it some more. Hylos takes down the Camilla onto the turret. He gets that cursed blood out, but he's taking a lot of damage. That blast from the Clint took him down to just like maybe a hit or two away from dying.
Yeah, especially from the Clint with wow, that amount of damage that he does deal. So all tier 1 turrets has been taken down for Soul Society. Soul Society currently putting the wheels on to the Charlie and currently getting the snowball effect and keeping that pressure onto Imperium.
Yeah, all of this with 30 seconds to go to the first roar of the game. Or we'll leave Scarpscale to do the roars, I think, huh? It just sounds a bit better.
Yeah, so we will see the teams currently will be setting up or trying to fight for that position for the setup on the on the roar. But nonetheless, Gold Society has the numbers here. It seems like Imperium will not be moving in as a unit.
Chasing down the the Phobius. Trying to hit his Super Mario escape to sustain through it, but not enough. Nightmaric Spawn does come out there. 1-1 almost had the crossbow tank set. Lost has to disengage. Mortis spinning around, trying to get to safety. There's the Lost Insanity. Unstoppable for the Xbox. They want to continue the fight underneath the turret. There is one of those really nice. Oh, they have to decimate. It does land this time around, but Mortis has to disengage. He does get a kill, but that's just one onto the Hylos.
Even that turret was like, yo, Xbox, what do you think you're doing? I mean, that turret doing so much damage onto Hylos, bro. But, yeah, crazy place. I mean, it's XP lane for the trade of Rome, just at the objective battle.
Yeah, we did create the space for them to secure that first draw of the game. As we will see Soul Society try to... Okay, I'm not thinking they're evening up the waves here. They are pushing in the mid lane. So, will the waves be evened up? I'm not so sure about that. There's a glorious pathway coming out. Flickers comes in. The Fatal Links comes on through them. So you say Fatal Links. Cursed Blood comes in there. Phobius with the knock-up. Shannon sustained through so much. It's a 1-for-2 trade overall as Mortis manages to disengage. Everyone from Soul Society is quite low, except for the Valier. So, it's just going to go back to the pushing. But I don't think they're going to go get any more other than maybe this mid lane tier 2 turret.
As we do see Soul Society on that jungle invade onto the blue buff. I mean, this is, they're definitely trying to get the chokehold here onto Imperium. I mean, this is so suffocating at this point, bro. 15-5, 7k gold lead, and map control.
Yeah, well, the thing was, if they got the lane synced up, they could have cracked the base open with a tier 3 turret based on the position they had. But it's one of the fundamentals of the game is syncing your lane. You've got to get that synced up, otherwise you lose the full impact of having a Lord. Engagement onto the Camilla. Curse Blood does land onto 3. It's going to be Martis in the backline. Gets the Decimate up, but onto the wrong target. The last Insanity comes out from the Xbox. Lucas is in the mix. He's got that Unleash the Beast. He's trying to hunt down a single target in there. But the sustainability, the knockups coming through from the Phobius. He's trying to frontline for the team, but once more high loss with a revitalized play. SpongeBob SquarePants in the house.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. Who's absorbent and yellow as he? SpongeBob. I couldn't help myself. I just had to.
Yeah, that's maybe one of the most famous songs around. Oh, look at the poke damage from the Clint. Manages to pop that immortality. There's Martis into the mix. He manages to secure the kill for his team, but that's a tier 2 turret in the mid lane being taken down. Imperium, they're gonna need to reset. They can use the death of the Valier to try to get into position. Ooh, Nightmaric Spawn has been out already. Poke damage onto the Lucas. He's gonna have to get some health back before this Lord spawns up in the next 3 seconds.
Indeed. So, I mean, this is is Imperium going to contest this? They definitely should. If they want to get the return advantage onto Soul Society. But Soul Society currently sitting very pretty, as we do see that glorious pathway gets committed from Hylos a bit prematurely. But, just baiting out skills from Phobius.
Yeah, Zask being engaged upon to the backline. Godlike for the Lucas. There was no Nightmaric Spawn, but the counter engage is on right now. Will we be able to see the Decimate finally land from the Martin? No! It's going to be the last Insanity into the mix. 1-1 trying to survive, but the Phobius knocks her up, takes it down. He's in a 1v3 situation. He should pay for this with his life. He's taken down himself. Hylos trying to zone away this Kamala, but there's Clint. He's got the damage. He's dishing it out. Can he take everybody down? He's on to the Hylos. Lucas trying to escape. Clint, second skilling towards him. Can he get the kill? Yes, he does. Clint online with the double kill as he's starting up this roar, hoping that Martis will be there in a few seconds. There's the last Insanity coming through. Flicker from the Clint. Those flickers from the Clint is on point. The stun. Will we see the fallout? Clint, he's gonna pop those kills. Shutdown kill. There goes Xbox. We should see the pressure onto the mid lane as they wait for the Martis to come in here. Imperium, have they, with this team fight, got themselves back in the game?
Oh, what a clutch play coming in from Clint. Imperium, this is the moment that they really need, bro. Just to get that pressure relief, get a breather, and get the confidence. I mean, it ain't over till the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, there's the glorious pathway into the mix here. Curse Blood does land, but only onto 1. Martis is low. He's gonna get taken down. It's gonna be a battle of who lands this. It's Hylos. He secures the roar. Oh my goodness, Nightmaric Spawn comes on 1-1. She's dishing out the damage and still manages to survive. It's going to be the Unleash the Beast hacking down that Phobius, and a couple of kills go to the good. Soul Society coming up clutch when clutch mattered.
Clutching the Lord. Insane monument, bro. But I mean, yeah, quality plays, bro. This match is definitely living up to the hype that it had. So yeah, let's see how this one does play out further, as we do see the Lord Aurar will be spawning, jumping onto the tier 3 turret. Glorious pathway from Hylos has been committed. Nightmaric Spawn into the mix. However, Sauce does jump out of the Nightmaric Spawn, but no death just yet. This will see Phobius back into the lineup. I mean, the Roar is still alive. We will focus onto the Nexus as the Soul Society. The Curse Blood does land onto 1. Lucas Michael Panic does take down Camilla. Zarsk on the return onto Hylos, but the first match goes to Soul Society. GG's, well played.
Yeah. That was very well played from him. Though I was watching the movement of the Phobius towards the end there. Could he have had a potential lag out? He did make a bit of a weird movement there. We will just keep an eye on that into the next matchup to see if the nays, shall we say. I promise you that, Skapskankel, you and I need to have a Key and Peele moment. We need to rechristen some of the names. D-Nice, Aaron. I think that's going to be our new way of doing it.
All right, well, we can definitely start looking at that and start implementing that. But now, look, I saw the chat bringing up a conversation that was on our general chat today. How sincere or how legitimate do you think is the SpongeBob collab actually into MLBB? And what is your thoughts on that collab?
Well,
Would you actually spend money on it, or would you just leave it?
as a SpongeBob fan, I would like to see it. Though my biggest question would be, who's going to be SpongeBob? What are your potential candidates?
Oh, bro, I don't know. Look, I was always different, right? In the high school days, you know, in our generation, the emo phase started, you know, it started off with punk and whatnot. Everybody loved SpongeBob. I was, you know, that type of guy that would go be the fish that swims up the stream and not with the stream. So I absolutely, and I'm sorry, I'm going to probably receive heat for this, but I absolutely hated SpongeBob because everyone else loved it. Like, just
Well, it was this weird kind of show, and you know, yeah, it's the shaving. I know a whole day everyone's just been like, "Oh, you look like another human being. Who are you?" Stolway's voice. But it happens every time I do shave. I'm not gonna lie. Though, Hardy with Diggy would be SpongeBob. That's actually quite clever. I must admit, that is quite clever. But SpongeBob actually has, since you're saying about the emo things and you do like the emo style from back then, SpongeBob has a bit of a dark theme. Did you know about that? So
yeah. So bring it into the chat. Let the chat have a reminiscence about SpongeBob.
Alright, so basically, Bikini Bottom is the place where SpongeBob and his friends live, right? And these are fish, and well, SpongeBob's an inanimate object that's come alive. So the theory has to do with they are the byproducts of a nuclear disaster that's got these fish and crabs and well, plankton and a sponge to mutate because of a nuclear blast. And why this theory started off is the place where they live, Bikini Bottom, or bikinis rather. The name of a bikini, the outfit, the swimsuit, was named by a fashion designer, but he stole obviously that name from an oasis in the Texas desert called Bikini. It was the very first place during the Manhattan Project, which is where they were developing the very first nuclear bomb. That's where they detonated the very first nuclear bomb ever in the world, in an oasis in Texas called Bikini. And so the fashion designer who created the bikini decided to call it the bikini because of its devastating effect when you look at a woman wearing a bikini. That's where the name came from. But we have the whole SpongeBob thing in Bikini Bottom. So just a little bit of fun facts there. But anyway, into the drafting we go.
It was a bunch of interesting facts right there. But into the match we go, as you said, and Imperium on the left side, as Soul Society on the right side. Whenever I think of Astra, he represents Soul Society to me, so I associate the two all the time. Sinjin. How do you pronounce the name, Scott?
Sinjin. So we do see Gosu Akadu says, bro is passionate about the nuclear bomb making. Is that what you got from that entire story? It's crazy. But nonetheless, Roger, Kalia, and Kufra being the first bands in the second matchup.
Crowned by heaven's mandate.
This drafting phase is going very quick.
Endure.
Yeah, this drafting phase is going very fast. I mean, first 4 bands. I mean, that was seconds apart. Bakudan with the response. And currently, I mean, it's pretty much the same bands that we saw in the previous matchup. So both teams are not favoring those heroes into their lineups.
And the teams know what they want, so that's why the banning phase is going so quickly. Except for this guy, already banning out the Lucas. That Lucas was extremely devastating from the previous match, but Yuzong also getting banned out.
World desperately needs.
Yeah, so the Lucas definitely getting that respect ban from the side of Imperium. They did not like playing against the Lucas. But I mean, rightfully so. I mean, that Lucas and X-Borg combination was bad. And they are leaving X-Borg open at this point. If they don't pick up X-Borg, I can definitely see Soul Society going for that X-Borg again, as we do see Athenaeus picking up the Ruby.
Well, Ruby is pretty strong, but how strong is she against the potential X-Borg?
Well, I mean, the only thing that she's going to do is she's going to pull with the I'm Offended. She's going to pull X-Borg, but I mean, he is immune to that. I'm Offended, especially when that last insanity has been committed. Soul Society sticking to their guns. Hylos and X-Borg into the lineup.
I loved seeing those X-Borg plays from the previous match, and that last insanity did so much damage to Imperium. But I'm interested to see what Kamikaze and Bakudan, I'm just gonna say that, is gonna pick for these next heroes. Do you think we'll see a Zask again? He's been pretty popular recently.
Well, it's only in this evening Zask has been popular. I mean, in the previous best of 3 series he did get picked up, so no. Kamikaze going with Lilian, Bakudan with the Kagura. Wait, what is this? What is this? Will it be Lilia or Kag on the roam role, or will it be potentially one of the mages into the gold lane?
Well, I mean, we have been seeing some, let's say, weird drops in the past few days. There was one where there were 2 mages, 2 assassins. But Sakai picking up the Eve, that real world manipulation is actually such an underrated ultimate. And I've recently picked up the Eve, and I've seen how much damage her ult, or just even the second and first skills can do. It's actually pretty crazy, and that slow effect coming in from the second skill can save you a lot of times.
I mean, yeah, that real world manipulation from Eve, I mean, that can just set the tone of a match. Well, actually, team fights, as we do see Gacha has been removed from the side of Imperium.
But do you know what is the best thing about Eve? Once she uses her ult, she is CC immune. The fact is, you can just, there's a Franco chasing after you. You throw your ult and his hook lands onto you, but he can't hook you necessarily because of that ultimate. That is actually extremely helpful. But unfortunately, it doesn't make you damage immune.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. As Hayabusa and Leslie are the final bans for the side of Soul Society and Imperium. The question is, right, I'm just going to wait to see what the next draft is. A gold laner still needs to be picked up from the side of Soul Society, and I believe Astro is going to be picking up a gold laner. Now, especially if we were watching the previous match, him playing in that gold lane, this is going to be a high DPS hero. I'm smelling. Oh, okay. I would have never guessed the Claude. Never. But Astro, we have seen Astro playing on the Claude. Claude is still a good marksman to pick up.
Loaded and ready to bring the
but never mind, he trolls me as he goes for the Clint.
Overlord showing us the Granger. Granger is a pretty good hero, despite that little nerf on his movement speed during his, I think, Rhapsody. But rather goes for the Popple and Koopa.
Well, yeah, that means... Okay, so that would be Lilia in the gold lane and Gag in the mid lane, as we do see St. John is currently showing us Tigreal. The question is, will it be the Mr. Implosion play? Yes, it is. Tigreal into the mix for the side of Imperium. Mikey Panic to pick up the jungler for the side of Soul Society. Whew.
Imperium has got a pretty interesting lineup. I mean, the Rubies, I'm Offended, the Implosion play, and then even the ultimate from the Kagura. I'm not entirely sure what it is, Evil Mary Poppins, but that's actually a pretty decent CC combo. CC and damage.
Well, I mean, if you look at the if you're going to look at the team fights, right, especially from the side of Imperium, having that high set potential that they have, like you mentioned, Ruby and the Implosion play coming from the Tigreal, right? Lilia can just come in and burst everyone down if the sets are there, as we do see Mikey Panic does go for the alpha. So, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And yeah, we are going to head into the second match of this best of 3 series. Get your votes in, and let's go. Soul Society currently still the favorites by a long mile, 80%. But yeah, will the Soul Society take this in a clean sweep, dominant fashion, or will Imperium get the return W here and take us into the sudden death?
Oh, look at that Alpha Legend skin on show. This is one of my favorite Legend skins. I think this might be my personal choice as my favorite Legend skin.
Well, this is a very beautiful Legend skin, bro. I was actually leaning towards Freya's Legend skin, but that's just me liking Freya. Not that I'm able to play her very well, but yeah, let's jump into this matchup, and off we go. Pretty Legend skin.
Yeah. Just take a look at it as we see Alpha marching his way into the jungle. Got that start on the same side of the map as per usual, shall we say. Imperium in the blue corner. It's Soul Society in the red. Soul Society taking the first game, for those of you who didn't see that and want to know what was going on. And, well, it's the battle of the mid lanes, which you would expect a Lilia to win against an Eve.
Yeah. Bro, I was just zoning out on that moment. Alpha was looking at his recall, just unfortunately really recalling him back to the base, and currently a bit delayed in the jungle.
Yeah. Well, it happens. It's a funny moment. Though we didn't get that on stream. Would have been nice. Could have kept Mikey Panic there.
Oh, short moment. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not clippable. But nonetheless, let's go.
So, setting up for a team fight here in the early part. Oh, the second skill back onto the high loss. The poke damage is in there. With the double mage, you're really going to be dishing out that. The revitalize comes through from the high loss, keeping him alive for the most part. Poplar Cooper into the mix. Look at the damage that's in there. Alpha, Spear of Alpha. Clint gets the first blood onto the Lilia, having not been level 4, so no black shoes available.
Yeah, so first hurdle of the match will be up in the next 5 seconds. We will see that turtle dance around, well, Ironhide.
So Lilia will be missing that level 4, having only 2 minions available. So it won't be there for the time being. There's the last Insanity. Flicker comes out. Return Flicker onto the Xbox. Will we see the pushback? Xbox has no frog armor. They're trying to get to him. Lilia wants to dish out the damage. I think Xbox is going to be deleted. He is. A lot of damage, however, has been taken by both teams. Eve, a little bit on the lowish side here. Tigreal getting poked down by the high loss once more. But I got to be aware of that Spear of Alpha coming in.
I mean, let's see. SpongeBob is going for that in shenanigans onto Tigreal. Tigreal just missing the push play, but the real world manipulation has been committed. Purple and Cooper gets a kill. Currently, it's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor. Oh no! It's a 2-for-2 exchange as that last Insanity does land onto Purple and Cooper.
Yeah, Ruby throwing out the skills, just trying to deal with the Xbox, but Xbox got the overheat on her. Nice rotation from Astro here on the Clint as he forces Ruby back. Lilia has to recall the first, second turtle of the game, first turtle of the game being started up.
I mean, this is pretty much, it's like exactly the same that happened in the previous match. It was balanced out. So this is all just going to come down. This is the contention for, dominance in the early match. It's all going to come down. Who is going to achieve it? Soul Society just has the better draft.
They do have a decent combination team fight. It's this Xborg. After this emergency patch, I promise you, Xborg has to be a perma-ban. He's just very, very strong right now.
I mean, look, he's currently holding his own against the Ruby there in the top lane. Just trying to get his Faraga armor up. As we do see Hylos is going to that mid lane. Will we see a team fight? Oh, he gets scouted out.
Yeah, by the Tigreal poke. Turns around, does a bit of poke onto Shinjin on that Tigreal. Seki making the rotation across the SpongeBob is frontlining, gets a stun onto Lilia, forcing her back. There's the slow coming out. The black shoes, nicely timed. Purify to escape. It's going to be when we see the implosion play coming out. Tigreal's being very patient. It does land. Popol and Koopa into the mix. Eve with the real world manipulation, zoning away both mages as Astro trying to dish the damage out from the angle. Once more, Eve throws out that long range slow and poke damage. Alpha wants to go in for the buff steal. Popol and Koopa trying to do something here, but the number advantage on the side of Soul Society is just preventing them as they take a decent jungle invade, secure the red buff away from the Popol and Koopa.
Yeah, that's definitely not a jungle buff that you would like to lose, especially if you are a marksman jungle like the Popol and Koopa. I mean, the next turtle is up in the next 10 seconds. As we do see the engagement onto Clint as Kagura does get the kill onto Clint with the assistance of the Tigreal.
Yeah, full combination going there as they manage to take down the Clint. The third and final, Ironside. That is its new name. Being into the mix, there's the engagement onto the Eve. Eve trying to reposition, gets the real world manipulation off. Black Shoes does come out. Hylos trying to zone away. There's the Spear of Alpha finishing off the Tigreal with the poke damage. Hylos in return has fallen. It's a roam for roam exchange. But look at this from the Xbox. He's made the quick rotation. It's a bearded Viking trying to get into position here to frontline for his team as they want to create space to take this Ironside. It's going to be the second one of the game. Or is this the third and final one? That it should be. Eve, Clint, all trying to do the damage. Popol and Koopa into the Kagura into the mix into the backline. Does a lot of damage onto Alpha, forcing him away. Frog and Armor comes out, has been committed. It's the last insanity, but there's the Tiger with the implosion play onto 2. There's no one there really to follow up. Eve is so low. Popol and Koopa wants to try to get the chase on here. Clint as well. He does get a little bit of poke. The flicker into the mix from the Tigreal. They managed to get 1 kill in return, and this allows them to put pressure here on the top lane. Hylos and Alpha want to try to get the defense going.
As we do see the glorious pathway coming in from SpongeBob T12. He is currently focusing on to Overlord, the Popol and Koopa, but the Revitalize has been procced. Oh, the I'm offended from Ruby does pull them back, but Hylos will escape this engagement. Alpha into the next. The Spear of Alpha has been committed, but he has been taken down by the Ruby. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Both jungles has been eliminated in that team fight.
Yeah, a jungle for jungle trade-off, but Kagura making sure she's securing that turret in the favor of Imperium. Tigreal once more wants to engage onto this Xborg. He still has that full frog armor. He sees them. He gets that last insanity off. Doesn't have the overheat going. Now he does. There's the implosion play. What timing from the Tigreal as it's a killing spree for the Lilia.
I mean, it is at the 7.5 minute mark. 1 kill advantage to the side of Imperium, and Gold Lead only 1k in favor of Soul Society. But map control is currently in favor of Imperium. Oh my word, I didn't see the team fight. My bad. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, so there was a trade-off in Tao's Black Shoes to come out from the Lilia Alpha. Nice timing on that Spear of Alpha. Though Lilia's gonna get CC'd up and taken down. Tigreal, he's gonna be man alone here trying to defend this mid lane turret.
No, I don't think he will be able to do so. But however, Purple and Cooper is... Oh, the glorious pathway has been committed onto Purple and Cooper. Spear of Alpha has a combination as well. Purple and Cooper has been eliminated. Implosion play coming from Tigreal onto the Hylos and Kagura. Bakudan just comes and finishes off the play set by Tigreal.
Yeah, beautifully done there with the follow-up from Mikey Panic. That's going to give them pole position to try to secure this Roar. He is throwing out the damage in there onto the Tigreal. Same with the Roar as well. Xborg there to try to frontline. Ruby wants to go in, lands the arm offended, but it's the Lost Insanity finishing everyone up. Black Shoes back into the mix there. They're trying to chase down this Lilia, taking her down as well. Kagura has the escapability, but the poke there from the Eve. Oh my goodness, real world manipulation, forcing the flickers out.
It's just unfortunate that you can flicker out of that real world manipulation.
Yeah, it's not really a world altering manipulation, is it? If you can flicker out of it.
No, it's like a Ultra Instinct. Okay, well then that makes sense, but it's actually a flash tape. But nonetheless, we do see the Roar onto this tier 2 turret in the mid lane. This would seal the second tier 2 turret in favor of Soul Society. The Lord is still up. Will they get the shield off this tier 3 turret? No! Imperium doing beautiful saves there on that turret of shield.
Yeah, so 2 tier 2 turrets have been taken down. The shields, as Gubskankel mentioned, is up. There's a glorious pathway into the mix. They don't want to go in with the shield still being up, because, I mean, that's going to cause a bit of chaos. However, there's a second wave coming through here in the bot lane. Clint just poking away, getting that passive of his proc as often as he can. The top lane being eaten up. Hylos wants to go in and throw in a couple of basic attacks. Is he going to manage to secure a tier 3 turret? He's just hoping that somebody's going to help him. He's like, hey, wait a minute here. Guys, one hit. That's a real world manipulation. Hylos has been taken down. Clint into the mix as well, but it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. However, conceal play from the Tigreal. He second skills it. He implosion play comes in there. Well, we see the follow-up gang goes in. They take down one. It's gonna be another. And it just needed one more person to help the Hylos. He would have achieved his goal.
Clint was there, bro. I was looking at Clint. He backed off of that turret. Junior San, that is a clippable moment. Let's show Clint his mistakes.
Well, yeah, I suppose in the heat of battle, you could sometimes forget to turret lock, because this is quite an intense match. It's got a seesaw kind of feel to it.
Well, it does, bro. I mean, it's 13-14. I mean, it's 4K in favor of Soul Society, and map control now back in hands of Soul Society.
They do have a very, very strong map control right now. With 30 seconds to go for the next Roar, let's get to see how they position themselves.
Yeah, I mean, we will see the teams are coming in for this next objective. However, Soul Society, they should have the advantage at this team fight, but this is all going to come down to if the implosion play and I'm Offended will get those plays off, get the disrupt. But I mean, this current zoning coming in from Hylos, bro, this is something else from SpongeBob. And definitely needs to be respected from the side of Imperium.
Especially with the Eve providing that as well. I'm loving the position of saying, oh, there's the engagement here. They're trying to find space. There's a monster kill. Alpha secures the objective as well, but there's the arm offended onto 2. Real world manipulation coming in. Somehow, Soul Society so low, they're managing to stay alive. Eve into the mix here, wants to try to continue this engagement. She's gonna get poked back. And so that is a 3-for-0 exchange with the Roar going the side of Soul Society. Could they find the end angle for us? They are a little bit low.
I mean, oh, bro, it's 2-for-0 exchange. Soul Society, they've got the advantage. Imperium shouldn't be out of base now.
The Lord being allowed to freely push as Bearded Viking on the Xborg helps the Lord into the base there, but I think that's 1 tier 3 turret. The wave's not 100% synced up. They did need Astro to respawn on that Clint. It's hard to end a game without your marksman present.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm just Sorry, I'm just looking at Bassam in the chat saying he's going to delete MLBB and he's going to go play Candy Crush. So we might find Mads a friend to play Candy Crush with.
And the bus throwing continues from yesterday.
Oh, I just couldn't help myself. I love you, Mads. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me just recover some dignity that I have.
Oh, there's the engagement on Eve. She pops the real world manipulation. Highlights on the stats. Then dishing out the damage. Spear of Alpha comes through onto the Lilia. They managed to get that the one kill. Oh, but it's going to be at what cost? They take down one, but the base is now open. This could be the end angle for Soul Society. The glorious pathways into the mix. There's just the two waves in there. Alpha trying to frontline for his team. The same with Hylos. There's the implosion play catching on, but can they get the lock on? There's just the 1 minion left alive. Oh my goodness, they're focusing. Clint, he's not locking onto the base. Is he gonna do it finally? Somebody to lock onto the base. He's gonna get pulled back. Xbox, the flicker is in there. The team has respawned. That was the end angle. Can he get it done? It's just one more hit. Xbox comes back and finishes it off. Oh my goodness.
Astro getting losing it there for his team. But nonetheless, GG's well played to both teams. But Soul Society just proving that they were the better team in this best of 3 series.
Yeah, taking a 2-0 clean sweep fashion. That there, right? You know, if Clint actually died, his team would have murdered him. And they had the evidence in 4K evidence. So you didn't lock onto the turret.
Yeah, and that other play has been clipped as well. So, yeah, Astro wouldn't have a very good time in the team meeting. Lotus, what were your thoughts on that match?
To be honest, that last team fight was a bit. Are they gonna end? Are they gonna be actually able to end? Everyone was so low. There was kills going in from each side. The Xborg was almost kaput, but they managed to end it. So. Not bad.
Yeah. Well, all's well that ends okay, as they say. So a victory is a victory nonetheless. So Soul Society taking the 4 points in their first match in Group F. We do have one more game left for the evening. That will be set up, and we'll have the lobby up and running for you in just a moment. So as the referees get everything set, we'll have the pause screen going for you for a little bit of time, as we hopefully can jump into this third and final game of the evening. Double quick time.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar of Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to create the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
Well, if they have managed to take, okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from them. Lunox resetting that all out. Second skill is not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose. Going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Khalid. One crushing into the mix. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla. So much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Faza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will he be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing on Layla. Something's going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. Who will get the victory battle here? Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Blind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full one exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord Dance that we all love and know. But this average Joe just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. Oh.
Hansa's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomont. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar of Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the stolen loss insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now. As waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
But they have managed to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from them. Lunox resetting that all out. Second skill is not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose. Going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely, and from the clutches of Khalid, Bankrushing into the mix. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla, so much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather Shot coming in from Faza. Onto Black Skywalker. Mlbb be able to escape this? Yes, he does. But Doug trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erithal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the Rectu battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Mind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full 1 exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord Dance that we all love and know. But this average just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. No.
Hanzo's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomot. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam.
And Nathan gets the pick-off kill onto Granger. That's a tier 1 turret taken down in favor as well. Avatar of Guardian does land onto Valentina. However, the Stolen Lost Insanity has been committed. However, Scarlet Mayhem coming in with that damage here. This would see a triple kill going to Lilia. Main shot.
You don't want to engage on the person that you can see in front of you. It's all about the objectives right now, as I'm waiting for Econ to see the Lord is pushing through to the top lane there. What's gonna happen? The waves are fairly synced up. The Lord making his way through. They're trying to chase the space, but let's see what goes on.
Lancelot continuing with the killing spree. What we saw, Sicilian finishing off CC. However, Scarlet Mayhem doesn't have an answer for this.
Well, if they have meat irons to take. Okay, here we go. We are going to see Olaf going in here. It's going to pop the final slash, trying to get 2 down, but has to retreat just for now. Oh, nice dodge coming out from the Lunox, resetting that all-out second skill. It's not going to be enough to get out. Lancelot coming in with the Thorn Rose, going to do so much damage here. Nice Tempest of Blades coming out from Gerald Cho, doing quite a lot of damage, but Lancelot's doing way more. He's going to get a double kill on Ling before he falls down, but 69 Shiny has one of his own. It is a 4-for-2 trade.
Definitely in from the clutches of Ali. Bancrushing into the mix. Will we see that blast cannon coming through? Hayabusa just popping in the second skill, going into the base. Oh my word, Layla. So much damage. Monster kill coming in from Layla. Feather shot coming in from Faza. Onto Black Skywalker. Will be able to escape this? Yes, she does. But now trying to get that wall onto Layla. Blind Crusher currently in the danger as Hanabi is focusing onto Layla. Putting him up there. Something going to Layla. GG's well played that getting the kill onto Arnold. And Erythal split pushing once more, just chasing the goals and the objectives. We will get the retro battle here. Oh, the first lord of the match does go to the Boy Genius on the Bucks here as Bind Crusher does finish off Kalia. But Primordial Vanguard does get a full one exchange, makes that a full team wipe.
The Lord Dogs that we all love and know. But this average Joe just trying to get onto the Anzu. We do see the engagement. The Minoan Fury has been committed. The Fury of the Phoenix. Hardcore is onto Newboard. He's doing a lot of damage. That's 2 kills for the Granger. Triple kill. Will we see another Maniac on the Granger? That's a lot of damage. That's a Maniac. Give him the Savage. Oh.
Hansa's like, hey, no way. Make sure that they can actually seize the day, seize the opportunity to end this off. But so far, oh, there's the bloody hunt onto the Leomon. Do we have the follow-up? The Floral Bloom to save everybody. Granger dishing out the damage. Will this be a team wipe? Yes, it is. Savage for the Granger. Average Joe with the recall spam. Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the stream as we're heading into this first match. We've got the Vortex, we're up against Imperium in this particular match. Oh, like I lagged out in my brain. But anyway, we're into the drafting phase let me start this drafting phase off for us. I also need to get the poll up and running while we're doing that. So, Lotus, if you can just call out the drafts in the meantime.
So, the Vortex on the left side, Imperium on the right, but the Vortex immediately goes for the Lilia ban. So, we did see Lilia in the previous matches, and she did have a devastating effect. Then we get Sinjin coming up with a response ban, but definitely utilizing that 50-second ban. They might be going first for the meta bans before going for any respect bans, but let's see. So, as we can see it, both of these teams are the ones that lost 2-0 in each of their matches, but they finally get some redeeming chances in this matchup between each other. Kalea getting banned out by Sinjin.
It's going to be an interesting match between these two teams.
That is true. I mean, none of them are bad teams. They're actually pretty good teams. It's just sometimes you can't win every match. Export getting banned out from the side of the Vortex.
Xborg is right now, as I said, Xborg is gonna have to be a permaban. That update has just made him too strong. Especially if you get something with a little bit of lifesteal to it. The amount of lifesteal he gets from his ultimate form, like when he hits that last insanity, it just builds that bar up like crazy. You can get the frog armor back online really quickly. So he is quite deadly right now. Glue, it looks like the teams have done their homework on one another. That I would say. They banning out certain players. Like so far, the focus is onto Katlego 19, taking out the Kalia, taking out the glue from the arsenal of Katlego.
The hunt begins.
And Ruby also getting banned. I mean, Imperium did do some good Ruby I'm offended plays in the previous matches versus Soul Society, so pretty valid ban on that one.
Ruby is one of, and we will have a video up on that very soon, the 4 monsters of the XP lane. It's Ruby, Yuzong, Lapo, and Uranus. They're just so deadly right now.
You're looking at the future.
And one of them also shows up as first picked by Muji_02.
Yeah, that Yuzong. It makes it difficult to pick up certain mages and certain marksmen. You're gonna have to have a decent degree of mobility to escape the clutches of a Yuzong. Once he hits that black dragon form, you know he's coming for you.
That is extremely correct. I'm so subconscious about that is true right now.
Yeah, for those of you in the chat, right, want to know why she's self-conscious, right? Skarpskenkel has been throwing not people under buses. He's been throwing buses over people. So he's decided that he's going to be making a sticker of a Lotus that says that is true. It'll be released within the next few days. So we will get Angelic Fury up and running on that particular sticker. Hopefully we can get it up here for those who are members in the Waylander community. They can spam the that is true Lotus sticker.
And this doesn't make a good meme. But Overlord does pick a sun. I know we don't necessarily see the sun here in ranks after, let's be safe here, a legend.
Yeah, well, Sun was doing really well a few seasons ago. Got a very nice update, and then Moonton give it and Moonton take it away. So the almighty Moonton decided to remove Sun's viability. So it's been a while since we've seen a Sun.
Sun rises when I give the word.
Well, you know how Moonton is. They give a bit of a love to hero. See how all the players either love or hate it. If the players love the hero, they definitely take it back.
Yeah. Actually, they're probably waiting for everyone to buy the skins, and they're like, haha. You can't play the hero. Bought all the skins. Shame.
To be honest, Sun is also a pretty strong hero, especially if he can get those petrify spells correctly timed. I know my partner plays it a lot, but I really just don't like the Sun.
Well, there's a potential for Sun to snowball in the late game. But with the Farsa has that ability to just clear out waves and clones quite quickly. Katlego going for a bit of an old school roamer here with the Khalid. Khalid back in the meta for a few seasons now. Has dropped off slightly, I would say, but has a lot of the skills that you need from a roamer. That high mobility, CC as well, with the capability of stunning the backline and damage as well, with a decent degree of sustain.
Yes, seriously, cannot say the words that is true anymore. Lucas getting ran out from the side of the vortex.
Yeah, Lucas is a potential pick that could cause them a lot of chaos on the side of the vortex. Having that Unleash the Beast ultimate that can blow up that Farsa double quick timing. At the knees with the Melissa, that go away could potentially protect her from a lot of the damage that'll come in from the Yuzong when he dives the backline. The same with the Sandstorm that'll come through from the Khalid. Or the Khalid.
But it just cannot protect her from that feathered airstrike.
Yeah, the Feathered Airstrike, one of the more deadlier ultimates in the game. Nice ban coming out there with the Minotaur. That a bit of sustain can be a game changer of an ultimate. As we do see, Irithel has been removed from the equation as well, and Baku Dan hovering around, either going for a tanky jungle versus a backline dive Hanzo. Flashing the Martis as well. I don't know what's happening with the Martis picks being brought into the equation. It has been not seasons, it's been years since I've seen the Martis being played, other than today.
I mean, the Martis falls off pretty hard late game, so it's understandable. But Sinjin on this Kufra is actually pretty strong. I only realized that after getting into the 5-man scene a bit more.
He's not a roamer that can, carry just in a solo queue setup. He needs people to follow up for his sets. But it's the range of that first skill of his when he dashes in. It's quite huge. He can really set up for you dive in the backline. At the same time, in his ball form, when he's bouncing around, he's going to counter the Khalid. He's going to counter the Yuzong, prevent them from dashing around too much.
Is online.
An aspect with the final pick for the side of the Vortex going with Alpha.
Alpha, seeing the light of day recently in his last few games, can be used as a counter to this one. Has also a certain amount of backline dive potential if he can land that Spear of Alpha. But that all comes down to timing. Timing between the players, timing between getting that synergy just right so you can land the Spear of Alpha. It's not an initiation skill. Baku Udan flashing the Lancelot, looking at the Julian, trying to settle on something. Julian has been nerfed a little bit. Preferably I would have went for that Lance play. Gives him the ability to dive the backline and get onto that Farsa, because Farsa's ultimate's going to be one of the major early game weapons that is going to be on the side of the Vortex. But Julian, even with the nerf, can work in this lineup.
True, but I do know that there is also that Forsaken Light combo coming in from the Melissa and Julian. How big of an effect do you think that would bring into the draft?
Julian has his escapability with that second skill of his. It's kind of difficult to get into dealing with the Farsa. That's the real danger as things stand for the side of Imperium. I was thinking
Imperium.
Yeah.
It's actually a simplistic name, but one of the easiest ones to forget at times.
Alright, but anyway, let me hand you over to Scarpskinkle as he joins Lotus to pass this first game.
Yeah, and will we see Don Ryu taking the top fan spot? Will he throw me off of my throne? Or, well, yeah, let's see how this one does play, as we do see a pretty legend Alpha skin into the mix as well. I have to say, if I'm looking at the drafts right, I am going to have to go with the side of, the Vortex.
Well, I can easily agree with you there, but I also love a Sicilian in the game. And paired with Kufra, the Sun, Petrify. So it's kind of difficult to decide, but the engagement from Cat There you go.
Yeah, so Khalid doing a lot of damage, but at the same time sustaining a lot of damage as well, especially from that Sicilian. So he needs to be respectful. I mean, look at that Sanguine Claws. That Sanguine Claws onto him, and well, he was just above or just below half health and sent back to quarter health. So he would definitely need to use his prayers to revive or heal back up, as we see him do so.
But the Vortex already here in the bottom lane onto the Melissa and manages to
First
take it
blood
down by the Farsa.
Yeah, first blood going to Farsa. However, we do see the Spear of Alpha onto Kamikaze, but Sicilian flickers out of the damage. Bakudan with the scythe throw onto Katlehu, not sealing the deal onto Khalid just yet.
And the first turtle of the game is up in 15 seconds, as we do see by the river boost. And Yuzo and Sun are just still at it.
Yeah, as we do see the engagement onto Overlord's clone form. I got so excited, I thought it was a Sun, but it was his clone. So the first turtle of this match has spawned up. All the Vortex, as we do see the Spear of Alpha onto one, but the Bat's Feast from Sicilian coming in clutch, picking up a double kill, taking down the Khalid and the Alpha. Oh, Muji with the Yuzong, just scouting out there. Ooh, he does jump onto Bakudan, but he's into the Black Dragon form. We go. Will we see the turtle battle here? As we do see the feathered airstrike coming in from Farsa, but she is stunned up by Overlord. The Sun having that jump mobility to cancel Farsa's feathered airstrike.
Risky move coming out from the Yuzong, however, it did not pan out in his favor, but at least he did not die in that exchange. That is at least he won't get in too much trouble for the team meeting after this.
Well, Lotus, I wanted to throw another double-decker bus onto you because currently there's a lot of ammunition coming in from the live chat that I can use against you, but I don't want to have that team discussion afterwards and, complaints coming in onto my name sent to HR. But nonetheless, I'll do that towards the end. Just remind me of the chat and referring to Don Ryo, but nonetheless, let's go. Imperium currently trying to counter this engagement here into the bot lane. However, the Vortex just sitting in that bush waiting for the perfect opportunity as Melissa does use the Tweedledee to get that extra vision into the bush.
So right now, almost into the 4-minute mark. Oh, but Kufa is already into the mix. Melissa comes in. Feather District is it? Alpha goes in with the Spear up. Alpha manages to take one down, but he gets taken down himself.
Oh, and Farsa gets a return kill onto Melissa. Julian doing a beautiful job there, removing Alpha from the equation. As we do see the pressure is onto the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. We will see that gold stack taken down. The Black Dragon form has been committed. Will we see Overlord's clone get taken down? Yes, sir, we do. Son, just be so pesky with these clones.
Touche. I was actually skeptical about this Julian, but the damage coming out from Bakudan is actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is going to make it difficult team fights, especially for the Vortex. I mean, if once that Bat's Feast has been committed and Melissa that we know she can do a lot of damage, I mean, it's going to be a cooked session for the Vortex. It's going to be, they need to get pickoffs onto either the Melissa or the Sicilian. They need Yuzong to jump onto that back line and remove the focus, as we do see Yuzong coming in from the top lane. The second turtle of the match is up. We do see the engagement, the slow coming in from Yuzong. Tweedledee into the mix, as well as the feathered airstrike. Currently, it's a double kill coming in for Yuzong. And Jaja comes and finally finishes off the job onto Julian. That is a 3-for-0 exchange in favor of the Vortex. The second turtle goes to them as well. However, Sun in the top lane did get the tier 1 turret for Imperium.
And Aztec in the meantime also managed to get Julian's blue buff before he could do so. But the Sun just doing what a Sun does best, and that is split pushing.
Yeah, I mean, look, that is Sun's number 1 job. I mean, I don't like Sun being picked up in the jungle, but I mean, you're just removing a lot of his capabilities and the things that he does provide for you in a team. I mean, each team, in my opinion, needs a split pusher. But let's see how this one does play out. Julian, onto Granger.
Oh, but the poking here in the mid lane as well.
There's two battles going on at the same time. Where to focus? It's onto the mid lane. As we do see Yuzong is into the mix. That Beast has been committed. Yuzong nearly taking down Sinjin and Kamikaze. But Imperium just staying alive and playing defensively, as we do see Melissa rotating all the way to the mid lane, as well as Granger will be coming here to try and save the day. Never mind, rotation cancelled.
It's only 7 minutes into the game, but only one turret has been taken so far. But this Melissa is seriously low in health. Sandstorm coming in, manages to take her down by Granger.
Oh, as we do see, Kufra is in his bouncy ball form, trying to save the tier 1 turret, but the Vortex gets the tier 1 turret. Spear of Alpha has been committed onto Sicilian. Sicilian is taken down. Feather Airstrike not landing onto Kufra. But a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of the Vortex. But look at Imperium. They are going for those jungle invades. They are trying to get those objectives shift away from where the engagement is up. The third and final turtle has been spawned, and let's go. That's when we'll see another tier 2 turret going in favor, but we do see the fight on the blue buff. Who will take the battle? Yes, Spirit of Alpha has been committed. Julian and Sun taken down Alpha with a triple kill onto Sun, Julian, and Melissa. Clutch plays coming in from Aspect.
Alpha was almost taken down.
Oh, thank you, Angelic Fury, for the shout out to the Vortex with your super chat. Welcome to the chat. I hope your session went well. But yeah, and I hope your hotel room is also beautiful. But nonetheless, another tier 1 turret, the last and final tier 1 turret has been taken down. Engagement on to Kufa. Feather Airstrike from Faza has been committed. Faza on a killing spree. Spirit of Alpha was committed defensively to escape the clutches of Sicilian.
Right now the Vortex is doing a good job at pushing all these lanes, making sure to put pressure on each and every one, but they are also putting just too much pressure in these team fights, stealing the buffs. Imperium is having a bit of a difficult time, but it is almost that stage where Sicilian is building enough stacks and the Melissa is getting fed.
The Spear of Alpha was committed onto Julian, but Julian being able to escape the clutches of Alpha, as we do see Sun onto this tier 2 turret, onto Faza. Faza with a Feather Airstrike. Will we see the Khalid finishing off the... Yes! Katleko 19 with the Khalid does finish off Sun, and he is sent back to base. See you next time.
Oh, but it seems like another engagement is coming here in the midnight. Bat speed coming up, but usually with the slow and fast. Black Dragon comes out. Khalid is taken down. Sicilian safe right now, but gets taken down by the Yuzong. Yuzong still continues his engagement, throws out his first kill, and the Granger damage coming out is just massive right now.
Yeah, I mean, this Yuzong Mushi _02 is showing us once more why a Yuzong should be banned out. However, the Feathered Airstrike and the Spear of Alpha combination onto Julian, but we do see Faza getting the kill on that combination engagement. Let's go. Currently, at just before the 10-minute mark, we do see the Vortex having an almost 10k gold lead. It is 8.5k gold lead in favor of the Vortex, and as well as a 12-kill lead and a firm control on the map for them.
Khalid also doing a good job at zoning the enemy, trying to also give vision to his team. Spur of Alpha does come in. Raichi goes onto the Sun and kills him.
Yeah, so Sun is not having a good, splendid time against the Alpha. I mean, Overlord currently 0-3 and 0. But I mean, anything is still possible here. Imperium, if they can get a disciplined defense here, get those double B stacks, they should see this game through. I mean, it ain't over till cookie crumbles. The Lord is trying to get onto the tier 3 turret, and he does. Bat's Feast has been committed from Sicilian. Yuzong into the mix, focusing onto the backline. But we do see that shutdown kill coming in from Sicilian, and Granger with the death Sonata onto Julian. Bakudan has been eliminated.
All the golden shields of the tier 3 turrets are taken out. This mid-tier 3 turret will get taken down sooner or later. But the stuns and teamfight going on here. Feathered airstrike kills the Kufa. Sicilian managed to take down the Khalid.
Oh, the Vortex currently in a very good position to end this match. Will the Vortex focus onto the Nexus here? If the next minion wave comes in, we will see another tier 3 turret. Spear of Alpha onto Sicilian, but Julian with the kill onto Alpha. Oh my word, this game is full of action. I mean, this would see Imperium to sustain and live to fight another day.
If the Vortex just had a few more minions, they would have been able to go for the space. However, they were more focused on the team fight than going for the fighting the turrets, sacrificing a few unnecessary minions.
I mean, look, it all comes down to your positioning and to your comms, especially when it comes to certain sets. Do you have the vision? Are you providing vision? I mean, and then if you're going to set first know that your teammate has got the abilities before you set into certain fights. But we do see Senjin with the Kufra is currently charging up. Oh no, he cancels the charge. We do see the engagement, the side throw coming in from Julian. However, the Bat's Feast has been committed. No Sanguine Claws to pull anyone closer.
And in the meantime, Melissa is still pushing at the top lane, not wanting to join the team fight. They know they need to relieve the pressure on the lanes before overcommitting in any team fight.
Yeah, as we do see Monkey D. Luffy in the chat saying he needs to beat Angelic Fury with the donation to the channel. Monkey D. Luffy, how are you going to do that, bro? Please show us how you are going to beat Angelic Fury. As we do see the engagement onto Khalid. Sun coming in with his full clone combo, but not being able to seal the deal. As we do see the Alpha just slicing through the clones. I mean, oh... This is going to come down to the set here. We do see Senjin jumping on to Katleku. With the engagement continues, Max Feast into the mix as well. So the feather strike into it as Granger gets the death shot on Melissa. Double kill for the Granger. Well, see Granger continuing for the triple kill. No, Granger decides to back off. They will be going for this next round of the match.
In the meantime, Sun was split pushing the top lane, but that is the one drawback of having a split pushing Sun in your team. Because when there are team fights going on, he isn't there to always help you in the team fights. That could give you that little bit of extra advantage. But he did manage to take down the tower, so that's at least one good thing that came out of it.
Now, so we do see the Khalid trying to get the Sun away from this roar, to get this roar into the bases. We do see Khalid is currently relentless onto Sun. Oh, but the Kufa does charge up. We do see the Sanguine Claws into the mix. The Sandstorm has been committed from Khalid. However, Aspect has been eliminated. Feather shot coming in from Parker. She gets the kill onto Julian. But this is the time and moment for Imperium to get the return here. They do have the advantage. As we do see the Black Dragon form from Yuzong has been committed, and he does take down Kufra. I mean, oh my word. Such a beautiful position coming in. But the stay away from Melissa has been committed. Faza coming back into the mix. We will see this game blowing in favor of the Vortex. That's a full team wipeout. The Vortex taking this first match in favor to them in a dominant fashion, but Imperium hanging on to the end. GG's well played.
And the Yuzong managing to extend the fight with that Black Dragon form, chasing down the Sicilian and his teammates. Wow.
Any thoughts on that match, bro?
Was as we would expect it to be. Very, very action-packed. Lots of things going on in that particular game. The dives, the combination play from the side of the Vortex. The beginning part of the game, from the beginning, from the early engagement that they had, all the way up until this moment in time, I mean, you can see it from the scores alone. All gold, lowest score 7.9. That's pretty decent as a team performance goes.
I have to agree. So we will be going into the second match. I would definitely expect some respect bands coming in, especially focusing on to the Yuzong and as well as the Alpha. But let's see what Imperium does do with their first pick and how they are going to ban out now.
We're living in the midst of the sustain meta. It's those 4 monsters on the XP lane. It's so difficult to deal with them when they are picked up, and especially if you've got a good player on those particular heroes. Just what do you do? How do you counter this? It takes a lot of teamwork, a lot of patience. That's why I'm feeling at least getting rid of some of those monsters, or counter a monster with another monster. You know, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, agreed. So, Rin X, bro, just to thank you for... Oh, Monkey D. Luffy, GG's, boy. Thank you for that support and the super chat. So, yeah, I'm definitely getting one up on Angelic Fury there. But hey, don't challenge the staff here now, okay? But nonetheless, I mean, look, in my opinion, the only thing that cost Imperium that match was the Kufra pick. They needed a different set hero. The Kufra was a good pick, right? But he didn't get that set potential that he had. But nonetheless, I'm going to hand over back to Lotus and Wei for the drafting phase, as I'm going to go get my refreshments for my throat.
The drafting phase. Yeah, well, the Kufra also is like you had the Sicilian and Ashen in the mix. Both of them are late game heroes, so the early game pressure that was coming through from the side of the Vortex was a little bit too hot to handle when you need to slow the game down and wait for that late game potential of those heroes to come online.
Yes, and the Vortex also managed to completely take advantage of that early game potential. But Yuzong and the Sun getting banned out, I'm a bit surprised about the Sun ban. I mean, he didn't do that much in the previous game, but...
Yeah, maybe the Vortex are saying, you know what, you wanted to pick the Sun, it's a potential comfort pick for you, let's see what else you got in your locker. At the same time, maybe they were not feeling the split push potential from her Sun. They were like, you know what, this is not what we want to be up against. We don't want to constantly be having to focus whether you're going to try to backdoor us.
True, because that is one thing. If you do not always check your math very beautifully, then the Sun can manage to take one of your entire sideline and your base to at least half health if you are not looking. But Kalea and Lily are also bad.
Lilia is proving to be quite a menace at this moment in time. Certain heroes suddenly get themselves back into the equation, not necessarily because they got a buff, but because other heroes are buffed, or other heroes are now meta. So when you're looking at, like say your Rubies for instance, you're looking at your Uranuses for instance, Lilia is excellent at dealing with them. She deals a continuous amount of high burst damage, so the amount of sustain that they get is not as much as they would if there was a different mage. It's the same with the Valier. The Valier is a nice pick, but it's a situational pick. It's the situation dictates that you gotta have a target. So it's nice to deal with a high loss. It's nice to deal with the Uranus, for instance. Slow moving heroes that have a great amount of sustain.
Yes, and like you said earlier, sometimes with the new heroes that get buffed, there are other heroes that also become more relevant. So that's why we do see that Valier and Lilia just a lot more often.
Agreed. But I'm liking the bans coming through from Imperium so far. That's 2 monsters being removed with the X-Borg and the Yuzong. And a Zetien as a first pick. Not a bad one to go for.
Begins.
But Muji_02 picking up that Ruby, one of those 4 monsters on the XP lane. Earlier when you said monsters on the XP lane and how to counter the monsters, I thought they could actually make pretty good chapter names for a book.
Yeah, that is actually true. It could make some interesting reading material.
Well, all gamers would know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Overlord looking like he's gonna lock onto that Bruno Inspire. Me personally, I'm not a fan of picking up Inspire on the gold lane because you in a 5-man scene, you are hard targeted. Though we have seen it work in a couple of matches so far, leading up to, I mean, we're all the way to F. We've just got 2 more groups to go. After Group F, it's G and H.
Sure. To be honest, I'm pretty excited to see Group H. I mean, that is where Immortal Order is playing, Equilibrium is playing, so that is gonna be super fun to watch.
You're only saying this because you're in Immortal Order. Look at the bias here. I don't know. There's supposed to be neutrality.
I won't deny it. On the game day, I will be neutral, but seeing that we're talking about Group F right now, I have to be neutral here, so I can be a little bit biased about Group H.
I see. Balancing one thing off with another. Jaguar 02, Zask pick into the Zetian, and Katleko looks like he's hovering around that Minotaur. So Ruby, who has a crazy amount of sustain already, is just going to get a little bit of a booster for sustain. I'm not too sure about a Belleric pick. Belleric is kind of countered by a Clint.
But he does switch out with the Esu's Aerthol. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I would agree with you. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Katlego 19, getting the next ban for the side of the Vortex. Might be going for jungler ban right now. I mean, that is what both teams also still need.
Jungle potentially. Lancelot's not a bad option to ban out. Lucas the follow-up. Though, just going back to that Erythel. One of the things I love about Erythel, I mean, let's think about this, right? No updates in terms of the patch. No changes to her. What suddenly made her so viable? I'm asking before I say.
I don't know. Why?
So, when you're looking at the teams right now, they have these slow-moving, sustain heroes, right? So, her mobility allows her to reposition so that she doesn't get poked down too much. Also, there's this style of play, there's a strategy that you use with Erythel, with Sprint, that allows you to always be present around the objectives, even if it's across the map, because you can use the river speed to your advantage to get there, and your sprint to get back to lane. So you can use her skills, first skill, second skill, clear the wave super fast, use the river speed, you're at the turtle, can engage there, one extra player in a turtle fight's a huge thing, and then use your sprint to get back to lane.
Yes, I will be noting that down, literally, thank you. Viewers, whenever Waylander says something about heroes, the best advice I could give you is write it down as quickly as you can.
Well, there's a lot to learn about heroes. I myself learn pretty much every day. When we're watching the pros play, you look at the picks and you ask yourself the question, why was that picked? What does it go with? Like, for instance, we're looking at Katleko 19 here, locking onto the Camilla. So we know there's a Cursed Blood in the offing, right? What does the Cursed Blood combine with? Can work with the Nightmaric Spawn from the Zask, help dish out that damage. At the same time, all that CC effects from Ruby will be passed along the lines of that link. So it can combine quite nicely, and then as the Camilla comes out, you can see there's the counter to it. Shinjin locking onto the Matilda, saying, alright, in order for you to land the Cursed Blood, we're gonna provide some escapability for our team. That guiding wind's gonna allow our team to separate and break those links. So it's like a chess match that we watch in drafting.
True. During drafting, it's a lot like chess, but during the actual match itself, it's a lot like Chinese Go or Korean Go, because then it's all about territory and map control.
Yeah, all MOBAs that you play are objective-based games, where you want to achieve an objective, and the main thing that you're trying to do is use your draft in such a manner that it's easy for you to take that objective. It's how you position, and a lot of it has to do with micro plays, which means the smaller moments in time that leads to the bigger moment. You want to take a turret, what do you need to do? 3, 4, 5 steps in advance so that it makes it easy for you to take the turret. It's not just a simple case of, I'm going to go and fight the enemy team, we win the battle, we take the turret. That's just too simplistic of an approach. Gotta have the necessary degree of discipline. But that's enough about us going into the finer details of drafting and gameplay. Over to Skarpskenkel Lotus as they take us through the actual blow by blow and the execution of these drafts. And I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat. Whose draft are you favoring?
I have to say, right, if I'm looking at this is difficult, bro. This is difficult because both teams has something in their lineup that I actually like. Both teams has the set potential, both teams has the damage, and both teams have the mobility. So this is really going to be difficult for me. But if I'm going to have to go with a vote, I'm going to go with what my heart says, and I'm going to vote for Team South Africa. Mr. The Vortex.
Well, to be honest, I also like Imperium's lineup because they do have that global ult coming out from the Zetian. So that could save them a lot in team fights or just set them up in team fights.
Lotus, just being different towards me, saying certain things. So, Lotus, if Don Ryu does take the top spot in the chat, right, for top fan, you will be giving him a special shout out. I wanted to get him on the stream if I win so that he can give me a shout out and, get you two to meet face to face. But it seems like that it's all going to come down to who's going to be the number one supporter of Waylander Gaming tonight in the chat. As we do see the guiding winds onto Camilla. Aerosol does the damage onto Matilda. Will we see that follow-up? Matilda is slowed to Heroes. First blood going to Hayabusa. Oh, my word. What a play. What a play.
Oh my goodness, did you see how low the mage and the roamer is from the side of Imperium? The fact that they're escaping, but Aspect does not want to allow that escape. Unfortunately, he will just have to. It was not in the stars.
Yeah, so the first turtle of this match is pulling up in the next 5 seconds. YSS getting his ult onto Zosk. Wait, just be a voice in my ear. What is YSS's ult called?
Yeah, I don't even remember myself. I think it might have been renamed.
Alright, bananas. As we do see this battle, Imperium is currently, YSS is shredding through this turtle. Will the Vortex get this play in onto the turtle? Oh, first turtle of the match goes to Bakudan.
Did overstay a bit at the golden lane, so that did put them a bit behind in farm and going to the turtle, so that did give the YSS a good advantage that he did take advantage of.
Mountain Shocker, according to Google.
Alright, so Mountain Shocker for the side of YSS. That's the name of the ult. It's the name of the game. And Monkey D. Luffy, just to quickly answer your question, yes, Minnow is a good hero to pick up as of late, especially with the heals coming in from him now, and that clankiness being removed. So we do see both teams rotating to the gold lane here. Oh, Mountain Shocker onto Erythal, and YSS does finish the game onto her as the Cursed Blood was committed. Katlechu getting the kill onto YSS, but the Nightmaric Spawn from Zosk is into the mix. Will we see this finish off? Yes, Clint has been taken down. That Phoenix strike coming in from Zetian, not being able to finish off Camilla. So that was a 2-for-1 exchange.
Expecting to take down Zetian's passive, but gets taken down by Zetian. That is what happens when you're a bit too greedy.
Agreed. Okay, so Ren X, just to answer your question, the ISF matches will be next week as well. So yeah, let's see how this does play out. Very excited to stream it here on the channel. But I mean, let's not focus onto that right now. We are currently in the matchup between the Vortex up against Imperium. As we do see the Mountain Shocker onto Hayabusa, but we do see the Shadow Kill coming in from Hayabusa. But Hayabusa is taken down from Imperium. Who will take this match? Will Imperium get the clutches here? As we do see the Nightmare Spawn has been committed. Currently, Cursed Blood does land on 2-3. Oh, so much as we do see that the Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. But Wuji with the Ruby gets taken down by Bakudan. YSS, currently a menace. This potentially set the tone for Imperium in this match. Will the Vortex be able to clutch their defense and turn the tides around? I mean, if the Vortex can end this, they will take it in a clean sweep fashion. But if Imperium does take this match, we will be going to a sudden death round.
The way that Imperium is playing right now is way different from the previous game, but you see how they just wait for each other's ults to come in at different times. They're not necessarily layering it, but they're using it to extend the fights and pickups.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. As we do see Hayabusa gets the kill onto Clint, but the engagement did continue, but both teams backing off.
So right now, past the 5-minute mark, almost into the 5.5, it is 4-5 in the favor of the Vortex, but Imperium does have a 1k gold lead.
As we do see the Cursed Blood does land on 2 once more. Guiding Lights or Guiding Winds from Matilda was committed just to save her, and one more, but the engagement, I'm offended, onto Zetian. Oh, it is a 1-for-1 exchange made for Rome.
Dang. And right now, none of the turrets have been taken yet so far, but the next turtle of the game will be up in around 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time now. We will see the teams rotating. I mean, whoever loses a fight in the lane, as we do see the engagement onto Teresla. The second skill from Hayabusa was committed, not getting that stacks, but Teresla doing so much damage onto Ruby. Katlehu 19 coming in clutch to save Ruby and not allowing Teresla to finish Ruby off. But in the bot lane, there was a battle between Clint and Erithal. Clint doing so much damage onto Erithal and forces her back. So wherever a pickoff is going to happen in whichever sideline, that is where we will see the first turret of the match. I mean, look, Erithal has been removed from the equation, so there we see first tier 1 turret in favor of Imperium. The third and final turtle has spawned. We do see YSS taking it once more for the side of Imperium.
With Imperium currently winning in the team fights, but the engagement onto Aspect. Kamikaze is onto the Carmilla. Will she get taken down? It seems like it, but Curse of Blood goes in.
And does land, but however, Camilla was eliminated. Nightmaric Spawn not doing the damage that they would have liked for it to happen now. So, yeah, as we do see the confirmation and the reiteration of the IESF streams that will be here on our channel. However, we do see double kill for Clint as Hayabusa has been deleted just under the tier 1 turret. Where's Shimzy when you want to hear that word deleted, hashtag deleted coming out of his voice?
So right now, almost into the 8-minute mark, it is 23k to 19k in the favor of Imperium, and they also have the 2-kill advantage. Right now, the Vortex would have to try to avoid fights as much as they can, and try to go more for map control.
Yeah, so Imperium currently has the map control. They have all the tier 1 turrets in their favor, but I mean, we are heading into, well, we are already in the mid stages of this match. We will be heading into the late stages now. As we do see, the Cursed Blood did land onto Kamikaze, but Teresla using that Guiding Winds to escape the clutches of the Vortex.
The Hayabusa is not having an interesting time, but there's another engagement in the turtle buff.
It's onto the blue buff, but Zetian picking up a double kill, taking down Muji and Katlehu. But we do see that the mountain, what was it? Mountain Storm onto Erithal once more. Mountain shocker. Mountain shocker. You look at me already trying to change the ultimates names to my please.
Yeah, it's as if Mountain Chaka. It's kind of like if we surprised those presidents on Mount Rushmore and they make that face.
Wait, can the chat actually hear you, bro?
Yes.
Who's the caster? Bro, that's Scarp Skankel for you right here on Waylander Gaming.
Right now the Hayabusa is having a bit of a difficult time. I mean, those stuns coming in from the Isunshin just when Hayabusa is not doing a shadow kill and just jumping in between the shadows, but they want to contest for this Lord.
Well, the Fury of Phoenix has been committed from Zetian. However, Camilla is taken down by the cliff. We do see Ruby with the Heimer faded into the backline. Hayabusa with the clutch retry onto the roar. But Kamikaze does seal the deal onto Hayabusa's fate. Ruby is still into the mix here, but she will be taken down. An unstoppable kill coming in from Clint. A 3-for-0 exchange in favor of Imperium. But the Lord did go in favor of the Vortex.
Yes, but it's no victory if you win the Lord, but you lose 2 of your teammates because then you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, each to their own. It's granted, losing the numbers at a team fight does put your team at a disadvantage. The Vortex currently behind on gold. They definitely need to focus on, well, not keep pushing out the waves so unconditionally. They need to wait for the waves to come to them and just farm up. They need to go into the patient game now. Get that discipline, get the defense set, and wait for pick-off kills, for someone to be out of position. Because, I mean, if you're going to stall the game and you're going to freeze it, you will force errors.
That is true. I'm not gonna say that was blushing anymore. That is true.
As we do see the engagement onto Hayabusa. Monster kill coming in from Clint onto Hayabusa.
Hayabusa is seriously struggling with this match. Maybe stay away from the Clint, stay away from sight actually, just to be able to make sure to farm without anyone trying to interrupt it, but that is difficult with the Matilda and the Teresla constantly in their jungle.
Lotus, I'm just going to say this straight. You put a curse onto the Hayabusa, because every time when you stream with us or cast with us, Hayabusa is doomed. So, viewers, there's your tip. As we do see the guiding winds coming in from Matilda onto 2. However, the curse blood does land onto 3. Camilla gets a return kill onto Matilda. However, the engagement is under the turret, killing spree onto the YSS. And godlike for the Clint. He will be going for the double kill. But just so unfortunate on not getting his ult onto Erithal. Erithal would have been one shot dead.
To respond to your comment about me cursing Hayabusas, is it my fault that they're so susceptible to curses?
It is your fault for certain curses, If there's a commentator's curse, I'm going to dub the Hayabusa curse on Lotus.
Oh, well.
And that is true moment for you, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Currently, Imperium has the 10 kill advantage as well as a 9.5k gold lead. The Vortex definitely needs to slow this down and just farm up, not engage. Go for those pick-offs, as we do see the next Lord did go in favor of Imperium.
However, we did see some good defenses from the Vortex in previous matches earlier this evening. I am pretty sure that they can once again put up such good defenses. Hayabusa, please don't let my curse affect you this time. I want to see a good defense.
Don't lie, the joke is on you, bro. I know you're standing up for Lotus. Oh, as we do see the engagement onto from the Teresla onto Katlegu, but the Vortex is retreating from the jungle there. Nonetheless, though, Don Raya, next time remember she mentioned Crack's name first before you in guessing on who gave the compliment. But without further ado, we do see the RAR does take the first tier 3 turret. The second tier 3 turret is taken down by YSS. Imperium currently in a very good position here as we do see the shadow kill from Hayabusa was committed, but he takes a lot of damage. The Lord is not onto the Nexus just yet. Oh, we do see the engagement onto Imperium. Oh, Ruby is taken down. The arm defender did not last. The Cursed Blood did land onto 3. We do see the Nightmaric Spawn does do the damage. The shutdown kill coming in from the Nightmaric Spawn as Hayabusa picks up a double kill and a shutdown onto Clint. It is a 3-4-3 exchange at this point. Imperium not backing off from the base here. It is still an Erithal and a Zarsk to defend the base.
That was crazy. But Heesun should just... Oh, if he stayed alive, maybe they could have ended the game just now, managing to take down the Aerithal and the Zest. I mean, he has the damage to do so, but just an overextension. However, there is still time for both teams to make a comeback.
I mean, the next objective will be spawning up in the next 50 seconds. It is in the 15-minute mark as we just have a quick look at the build. I mean, Zarsk has 20 stacks on the Skypiercer, but that the Winter Crown that the Terizla has, I mean, that's some crazy build. We do see the engagement onto Camilla. YSS does get the kill onto Ruby. Katlehu will be caught out here. Oh, double kill going to the YSS. That's a 2-for-0 exchange. Oh, Matilda is taken down by the Heatherfell, but we do see Imperium focusing onto the Nexus, and they should. What is this? Shutdown kill coming in. Zars picking up a double kill. It is a 4-for-2 exchange. It's only the Clint left. And here I wanted to say, we're going into the sudden death round, ladies and gentlemen. But clutch defense. Imperium trying to focus onto the Nexus. The Lord is up. We will see the Vortex going for this objective. They should keep someone at base to defend the base, especially because Clint wanted to go, is not going to go for that split push. The back door is open, but yeah, this we will see this 16-minute Lord going in favor of the Vortex. Oh my word, what happened?
Game is going back and forth, back and forth. This is actually the kind of plays that we like to see, but I'm pretty sure the pressure is on the players. If the Vortex is trying to make sure to try to get this in a clean sweep, but Imperium wants this victory.
I mean, look, we have to give credit to them as we do see the shadow kill onto Zetian. Zetian has been removed, so that will be only 4 members for the side of Imperium here to defend this. We do see Vortex currently pushing the side lanes to release the pressure off the base, but they should have someone with the Lord. I mean, that's the Lord done. Objective not achieved.
Oh, but the damage Clint on this Hayabusa. Hayabusa getting beaten by Clint. This is sad. However, Erithal might just get taken by the Clint, but good defense coming out from her teammate. Zest managing to take down the Clint.
Yeah, that Nightmaric Spawn is definitely doing a lot of damage. I mean, look, that's your MM removed. The Vortex currently fighting for this return. I mean, they do have two tier 1 turrets taken down. They want to get this mid lane one as well to open up the map for them, as we do see the shadow kill coming from Hayabusa. Erithal into the mix as she does follow up and clean off the job as Bakudan has been eliminated.
Beautiful team play from the side of the Vortex. They're relieving the pressure. They're managing to turn the tides. All they have to do now is to keep up this pressure, relieve the pressure on themselves, and stay disciplined. Don't overextend too much, otherwise you will have to go into the third match.
I mean, look, the next objective is still a long way away. It is 60 seconds. Imperium shouldn't force any team fights now. They are outnumbered as we do see the Vortex currently running as a pack. It is all going to come down to the sets here. Who will get the set and who will follow up on the damage? Oh, as we do see Hayabusa with a shadow kill onto Overlord.
I thought Skarpskinkel was going to start singing Under Pressure with the amount of pressure and counter pressure going on here.
Under pressure, rushing down on me, pushing down on you. Don't say oh. As Hayabusa gets the kill onto Zetian, Nightmaric Spawn into the mix, godlike kill onto the Terizla. It is a 2-for-1 exchange. Make that a 2-for-2 exchange as Ruby got sniped by the Clint.
The Clint damage is crazy right now. The Vortex has to be extremely careful of it. And they have to play as a team to make sure to take him down without getting taken down themselves. However, this Lord is up. Will they be able to contest?
Well, I mean, look at the pressure that Imperium is putting on here onto the Vortex. They are splitting their focus. Wait, stop it. As Imperium will definitely succeed by taking down the 18-minute roar. We do know this roar does back a devastating roar at this moment.
True. Right now, if the Vortex can manage to take down another good clutch defense, they can maybe take this game. However, it would take a lot of teamwork, and if Imperium wants to take this game, they can definitely do that. It's just going to overextend. Right now is not the time to make mistakes.
Seems like the Vortex is positioning for a wrap play, especially onto Imperium. Imperium is just waiting for the Lord to come in. I mean, let's see how this one does play out. I mean, it ain't over till... Well, I'm going to change this one up a bit. And if I do receive hate for it, it is what it is. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. As we do see that Winter Crown was committed. Why is that? Gets the kill onto Hayabusa. But the Imperium is on the base here. The Lord is storming in as well, but we see another clutch defense. It is currently a 2-for-2 exchange. Ruby doing what she was made to do, but she's taken down by the Clint, and this would seal the deal to Imperium, and Imperium will take us into the sudden death round. Let's go.
Back and forth.
I'm not going to have a voiceover. I say at the end of the stream, I will have no voice left over.
Especially not if it's Imperium versus Vortex.
I mean, look, both teams are definitely playing out their hearts and to their heart content. Now it's all going to come down to who is going to take this third and final match. This is going to be important. I mean, we will definitely see those respect bands coming in. And oh boy. Let's see both teams cook in this matchup.
Yeah, what a game. What an intense matchup. It could have went either way at a certain point in time. The early game, fairly 50-50. Imperium just took control of that mid to late game. Really put down a marker. Got themselves into position. But with the Vortex mounting a defense as best as they could, they had the opportunity to. It's just with those super minions marching in towards the base. Really difficult. But Imperium squaring things up. Dramatic fashion now is all to play for. Vortex, Imperium, we're heading into the third game. It's do or die. Which of the teams are going to be getting the points? Stay tuned to Waylander Gaming as we will be finding out in the next few minutes. Just waiting for the players to ready up and then we're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, oh boy, this is what an opening evening for Group F, bro. What an opening evening for Group F. I mean, we've got another round tomorrow night, and then we will be going into Group G. So that is, we are heading towards the end stages of the group stages. But nonetheless, let me hand over back to you guys.
Yeah. So if you need to rest your voice, Scarpy, you just let me know if you want me to handle the third game or not, but up to you. You decide.
Nah, you won't take this one from me, bro. I'm having so much fun.
I was just asking the question. So it's Shinjin with the first ban. Lotus, you're gonna have to handle this on your own for just a second. I just need to use the facilities. I'll be back now.
Okay, no problem. Seeing that I'm getting in good practice. But Sinjin managing to ban out the Alpha. Well, Alpha was a big problem in the first match, but I'm surprised that they're gonna ban him this time. Matilda getting banned from the side of the Vortex. That Matilda just able to help her teammates, protect her teammates, and the circling eagle plays? Crazy. But Yuzong also getting banned out. We all know during the entire MSA, whenever there was a Yuzong, there was a lot of chaos, and that chaos was used to a lot of advantage. A lot of advantage was taken of that chaos. My bad. Export also getting banned out from the side of the Vortex. That last insanity, the true damage coming out from Export, and I also recently learned that even Ice Queen 1 works on an Export, so interesting. Bakudan, I think that's how you pronounce him, getting the third ban for the side of his team. Who will he be going for? They probably might go with the respect bans here in this first phase, but let's see. I mean, there's the monsters of the XP lane still open, those crazy assassin junglers like the YSS in the previous match, but I'm pretty sure the Vortex would want to ban that one. But this timer counting down. Okay, Earthel banned. Okay. I mean, like Waylander mentioned earlier, Christopherson moments. Earthel just has that mobility that a lot of marksmen do not. But the Tien getting banned out from the side of the Vortex. That Fury of the Phoenix, one of my favorite ultimates, to be honest. It's a lot like the Vixana, just globally and over the entire map. She focused on that stun. And that could actually create a lot of good plays for her team. Especially when you pair it up with any high CC roamer or even XP laner. Penalty done from the Charizla or Curse of Blood. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But Sinjin getting the first pick swaps out with Overlord's Bedang.
The Bedang. I've not been a fan of the Bedang recently. That extra 2 seconds on his second skill has been causing a bit of chaos in terms of the amount of CC he can dish out. He does need that second skill. It's his initiating skill.
True. I mean, it sets up a lot of, like you said, the initiating. It sets up a lot of teamfight abilities. So, with that being so the space between it getting longer and longer, that makes it a bit difficult.
Yeah. It's just not the best anymore. But Glue, he's not really gonna care about being CC'd by anybody right now. He just needs to get that grab.
There's a super sticker from Angelic Fury.
Oh, with the Bravo and is that a fox or a puppy?
That's a foxy fox.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that actually is a pretty cool sticker, not gonna lie. Like that, but thank you, Angelic Fury, for the sticker, as I think Angelic Fury will move into #1 spot soon. Well, everybody's been spamming so many messages and emotes, right? It's gonna be hard to take away the #1 spot from anybody. I think it's Scoutskegel sitting at #1 at this moment in time.
I am indeed sitting at #1.
Danryu, I hear you're slacking off.
Yeah, some motivation there from Lotus for Danryu as we just get back into the round. Oh, beautiful pick from Kamikaze into the Glue and Hylos. This carry is gonna be devastating.
And the Vixana to counter the Glue pick. I would have expected a Firmus, but I love Vixana. Mostly thanks to Angelic Fury, but Vixana is still awesome.
Yeah. She also has the ability to deal that AoE damage that deals with tanks quite nicely. That first skill, second skill combination play, pretty decent. At the same time, that extra CC that comes in from the Eternal Guardian, like a little mini lord walking through to the base. So a lot of potential for her, which with the aspect going for the YSS pick. YSS been very devastating in the MSA Cup up until this moment in time.
That is true. And he definitely wants to take it up before, I think it was Bakuudan using him in the first match. So I definitely want to take it before he can.
Yeah, as we saw Bakuudan just popping into the live chat for a little bit here to say, hey, did you see my YSS plays? My mountain shuckers just landing on point. Hayabusa being removed from the equation. That's a good ban coming through from the side of Vortex. Hayabusa will be a bit of a counter to YSS. And they're following this up with a continuation on the jungle bans, just banning out that Amon.
Amon is not someone we see in the banning section a lot, but Amon is actually such a pretty decent hero. Unfortunately, he just has a lot of counters.
Yeah, he does. He's the king of solo queue.
Butterfly is born by thy wish, guided by lanterns.
But if there's a saber in the enemy mix, he's no longer a king but a peasant.
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Yeah, that is definitely the case, as Zushin Xavier being banned out as the final two bans coming through from Imperium. Zushin, having the Zushin removed, is like Zushin's in the 5-man scene, that utility she possesses with a continuous CC after CC after CC. It's just really annoying, especially considering sustained meta team fights are extended. But we have a Granger right now into the carry. A Granger could have a fun time against a carry.
True. But while I'm seeing this high loss, I'm wondering, does the Vortex maybe also want to go for a Sicilian? Can we get to see a Sicilian again?
Maybe. That is a definite option. Sicilian, even Farsa could be quite good in this particular lineup. Shinjin going for the Kalia. Kalia, as we said, not as strong as she used to be. Doesn't mean she doesn't serve a purpose. Can get some nice setup with the follow-up from the Badang. Bakuudan rocking the Roger. The Roger definitely back in the meta now in the jungle scene.
I mean, Roger is just an extremely devastating hero. And like you said, even about the Kalea, still pretty strong in some cases, just not as strong as he used to be. Jack, what are you doing? Sicilian! Sicilian is waiting for you to play with him.
That just doesn't sound right, but anyway.
I just wanted to mention the wordplay on that was so sus.
Yeah. It's like some Barbie and Ken references here. It's like, oh yeah, let's go get them. Play together.
I was talking about like Toy Story, but okay.
I don't think anybody thought that. I also think that Lotus might be lying to us. She must have had these fantasies about Sicilian. That's what I'm suspecting.
Didn't you guys watch MSC where they were talking about the Toy Story?
No. We were reading more of your fan fiction on Sicilian that we've been following secretly on your blog. Don't come here when you're watching the MSC stories.
Oh wait, how about we take the sudden death round, bro? Let's end it off.
Okay. While Lotus blushes there on the side, we'll put the link to Lotus's Sicilian fanfiction in the live chat if anybody is interested in finding out what was going on there between Blushing Menace and Sicilian.
Yeah, so it seems like we will be getting Don Ryu on our Discord if he should accept the challenge that I put out and come and promote the top fans of the evening.
Interesting. But into this third game we go. We've got the Roger marching his way towards his blue buff. There was a time when Roger needed the blue buff, because he used to cast his skills so quickly and so often that blue buff made quite a bit of difference.
Oh, Monkey D. Luffy making a call here saying it's going to be aspect 9, 2, and 6 with a super chat. Thank you, Monkey D. Luffy, as he decrowns us all from the top fans.
Well, Monkey D. Luffy, the next time you have numbers to call out, make sure it's the lotto. Wednesday's coming up.
Thank you for the support. But yeah, nonetheless, both teams going for the same side rotations. We will see that potential early game gank onto the bot lane.
Yeah, but a pressure being placed onto the glue. Nice rotation onto this Vexana. Vexana has to move back to a bit of safety. Meanwhile, Roger Kalia just helping the Roger out just to secure his farm. Doesn't really need the level 4 to be honest, but I mean, you don't want to miss it. Oh, nice stun from the Hylos. We see the counter engage from the YSS. Roger is level 4. YSS doesn't have that mounted shotgun just yet online. We will see Imperium make a lot of moves towards this, the gold lane side. They need to get the carry online, because once she gets online, it's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, the carry is definitely going to shred through the Hylos and as well as the glue. But they just need to be careful, especially when glue gets that grab onto them.
Oh, there's the stun. Oh, we see the follow-up. Lycan Pounce comes in, but the revitalize from Hylos. Clutch. Keeping that YSS alive and well to contest for this first iron side of the game.
Yeah, so the first turtle of this match has spawned up. Currently, gold slightly in favor of Imperium by 300.
It's that extra pressure they've been putting. Gloom once more making the rotation. Hyros got the pull of the inside or the turtle onto their side. Oh, there's the stuns coming through. The follow-up from Kilia. The first crack into the mix with the Eternal Guardian frontline blown up.
It's currently a 2-for-0 exchange. Well, 2-for-0 in favor of Imperium as the First Lord does go to Bakudan.
Yeah, that's a good exchange for the side of Imperium. They're going to be loving this early game start that they have. Carry throws out the light wheels there. It's spinning around, but it's the damage coming through from Granger. This is why you don't want a 1v1 a Granger in this early part of the game. He's going to Death Sonata you to death. Speaking of that, there's an exchange here on the top lane as Imperium went for the rotation towards the XP lane. Look at the damage. They melted the whole tower. This is crazy. But at the same time, here's the response in the mid lane. The mid lane turret shields coming out. Hylos, Glorious Pathway, trying to zone away. There's the mountain shock onto the Vexana. She's taken down. Nice trade-offs from both teams.
Oh, I mean, so close, and the Vortex would have opened the map for them so early. But I mean, oh my word. A tier 1 turret taken down too early as we do see the engagement onto Aspect. Well, we see the Lycan Pounce to finish it off. Yes! The Roger gets the kill onto YSS and Carry responds with a kill onto Hylos. However, the first crack was onto, well... Oh, the Tsunami Slam onto Jaguar _02. I couldn't see the skin, I'm too far zoomed out, but it is the Valir that is taken down by the Badang. But the grab is onto Senjin, and Senjin has been eliminated.
By Vexana. We don't think we didn't see that, Vexana. We saw you throw that Eternal Guardian while the grab was on.
There you go. Live shame, Vexana.
We saw that. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
No, it will be a replayed moment for life.
So it's the second turtle of the game up in the next 7 seconds. Badang wants to create the map pressure before he goes for the rotation. We will expect the full team to move through. The same with the mid lane. It has been pressured in. Carry, however, in a little bit of danger. I wonder if she knows that Katleko is waiting. Katleko has been scouted and manages to touch. Oh, but the invade going on. Taking down the YSS. At the moment in time that the turtle is up, Carry throws that ultimate, the light wheel spinning away. Roger secures that second turtle of the game, but the chase is on. Do they want to dive this Clint under the turret? They're waiting for the wave to come in as a bit of a dangerous position here for the Kalia. Oh, but the Eternal Guardian into the backline. Kalia, she's gonna get taken down, but Roger responds. He gets the Lycan Pounce into the mix. However, Glue is in there. Gets the grab. There's a bit of a dash away. shots being fired left, right, and center. Granger is popping the Death Sonata. He wants to rain in hell onto the other side of Imperium. So it's a fairly even trade-off.
Yeah, so just before the 6-minute mark, Imperium has the 4-kill advantage, as well as a astounding 3k gold lead, as we do see the tier 1 turret is taken down in the mid lane, as Hylos gets the kill on to carry in the bot lane.
Yeah, beautiful counter pressure being placed here by the side of the Vortex. This is what you expect. You expect that the moment you win a fight, you go in and take an objective. The only way to deal with this insane team fight potential is to use the opportunities in between when somebody gets ganked, because somebody's gonna get ganked. Just take those moments in time to just achieve an objective. Opening the map up like this for the side of the Vortex is a game changer.
I mean, that is another tier 1 turret taken down. So the Vortex definitely chasing those objectives. I mean, they do have, actually, in my opinion, they have the map control, especially with that tier 1 in the mid lane that is no longer in play.
Yeah, that is true. We got the engagement here onto the Hylos, shots being fired out. Mid lane has been protected by the side of the Vortex. We do have this third eye inside, this third turtle up in under 10 seconds. Once more, the scouting being done. Carry just moving back to create the right amount of space. Roger is in the mix here, but Dung deciding not to help out. Wants to go for a bit of a push. Because, I mean, right now, it's nice to get this objective, but the pushing might be a better option. Stun comes out onto clear. We see the follow-up. There's a glorious pathway. YSS with a mountain shock into the mix, but the CC coming through. Carry with the light wheels, dishing out the damage. It's gonna be Roger getting another kill, but Blue manages to return the kill onto that carry. It's a 2-for-1 exchange so far, but Blue is in a lot of danger. The tsunami slam from Clear secures the objective. Roger being a monster right now. 5, 1, and 6.
Yeah, I mean, bro, this Roger is definitely coming in with quality plays. Just following up and finishing off after the sets has been. For a moment, honestly, it looked like the Vortex was going to win that team fight. They were in a very good position, but the amount of damage and then the counter crowd control. As we do see, the glorious pathway has been committed, and YSS escapes the clashes, but he gets the kill onto Kalia. The follow-up is the glue with the grab is onto Athenize, but Badang has been eliminated. Double kill coming in for Granger. Imperium definitely needs to be wary and be careful about this late game scaling that the Vortex definitely has into their pockets.
This is as finely balanced as the overall matchup. This is crazy right now. You've got good scaling from both teams. You've got a even map control at this moment in time. Kills more or less even, gold more or less even.
Yeah, I mean, this is all going to come down to the team fights and who is going to be chasing those objectives rather than kills. I mean, this is, bro, this game can literally still go anyway.
Agreed. Everything is on an absolute knife edge at this moment in time.
Or as we do see YSS with the mountain shocker onto Vexana. He gets the kill onto Vexana with that retreat just to slow it down. However, we do see the chase onto YSS. Will they be able to catch him? Oh, Kalia with the tsunami slam onto YSS. Oh, Shenzhen is doing so much damage, but we do see the Vortex coming in to save YSS. Will we see this engagement continue? Grab is onto Bakudan, but carry with the wheel spin onto Hylos. It's a shutdown kill for Badang on the Granger. Oh my word. This team fight going in favor of Imperium. We will see Glue. Well, running, trying to get away, but Roger finishing him off with the Lycan pounds.
What an engagement from that Badang. That first crack onto 3 turned the course of the team fight. Beautifully done by the Badang. Overlord on that Badang definitely can take a bow for that. That setup on point gave his team the objective or the time to take the Roar uncontested. Look at the stuns coming out once more. There's the first crack. No high loss available for the defense for this moment in time.
I mean, we will see those tier 2 turrets falling as Imperium gets that first tier 2 turret. I mean, the Lord is in the top lane. You will be slightly delayed with that minion wave still there. But we do see Imperium trying to get the pressure onto the Vortex here into the base. But the Vortex, they definitely are known for their clutch defenses. So they can still get this done. They can get this done.
Yeah. All hope is not lost for them, though. The side of Imperium are in a very strong position. The Roar charges up onto this tier 2 turret. As we're watching the Roger in the bot lane, just keeping the lanes pushed in. The shields are up, so it's going to have that pushback effect. But with the damage coming through from a Roger and a carry, they have the opportunity to almost. It's halfway. Clear. Tsunami slam, but onto the glue. He'll want to get that split and grab on. He manages to land it onto the Vexana. There's the follow-up from YSS. The defense coming out from the Vortex as they take down 2.
Yeah, it's 2-0. I mean, the Vortex, like I mentioned, bro, just that defense, and especially with the late game scaling that they have to their side. I mean, okay, but it sounds like I'm being biased to the side of the Vortex. But look, this is what this match has been bringing me to. I mean, Carry getting that kill onto Hylos, so Katlejo has been eliminated. Grab onto Overlord, not being able to finish off there. The Imperium definitely listened when you said we saw the Vexana with the internal Guardian.
Oh, there's the Mountain Chakra onto the carry. Tsunami slam, not enough to save. YSS trying to get the disengage. Roger wants to re-engage here, but the pushback coming through. He does have the Lycan Pounce. He swipes in, just not enough damage. They're not low enough for him to one-shot them all.
Oh, glorious pathway into the mix onto Athenize. However, this is just to poke and not engage, but they are keeping an eye out onto Overlord, onto the Bedang. We will see that trap play. Will Hylos be able to catch Bedang here?
Now, Bedang does have that pushback, but he is caught a little bit in no man's land. He lands that second skill. There's the first crack follow-up. But the team not quite in position to do the damage. The grab comes out as they take down the Bedang. The counter engage is in. Oh, the pushback from the Villier. So 1 point. YSS is dishing out the damage. Now they're going to be on hunt for the hunter. Meanwhile, Carrie seizing the opportunity. She hits that ultimate. She's taking the distraction very, very seriously. What a sneaky play from Kamikaze. Oh my goodness. Secures the Raw. Discipline. Name of the game.
Oh, bro, I just got one question. Why did the glue disengage his grab? He was onto Roger under the tier 2 turret. I mean, that damage would have transpired onto Roger. But, hey, look, the kills are even. The gold by 3k in favor of Imperium. The Lord will be storming onto this tier 3 turret in the mid lane.
Yeah, but without the numbers, can they achieve anything here? Maybe with the second wave coming through, they're getting the players into position right now. There will be, I would say, 2 waves crashing through. Its mid and bot lane will probably meet up if they can get the mid lane sorted out. And the bot lane, Granger trying to get the wave clear in. Kind of difficult to find the angle to lock on. Roger wants to do that, but the poke damage is in there as the defense once again comes through from the Vortex. Carry has the opportunity to take a tier 3 turret, uses the distraction. So with this, having the base open, this makes a big difference right now.
That tier 3 turret has been taken down in the top lane. Imperium sitting pretty at this point in stage.
Yeah, they have the control, but can the control translate into a victory? That's the big question.
I mean, this is literally you see Imperium waiting for the Vortex, someone of the Vortex to come through this jungle.
Yeah, patience from them. They are in the driver's seat at this moment in time. They've got, as we said, the map control. The kills don't matter, right? They're even. They have the gold lead, which is pretty decent heading into the late game. But right now, it all comes down to the discipline necessary to execute what they wish to. They've got 2 late game monsters with the carry and the Roger. online at the moment in time. This moment in time. I mean, carry into this lineup that the Vortex has is scary. Oh, there's the first crack comes through. Hylos receiving the damage. Is taken down. Will spawn up in time to help contest for this next Lord, but the pressure is being placed onto the mid lane once more.
Yeah, I mean, bro, this is the second tier 3 turret taken down. My apologies. But yeah, we do see the Tsunami Slam onto Muji as YSS gets a kill onto Batang. And Glue with a grab onto Vexana. YSS just finishing it off. Senjin out of position. Will we see the Kalia get taken down? No, Carrier's into the mix. She does a lot of damage, but the grab onto Senjin once more. YSS finishing off Carry. And there's only Roger and Kalia left. As we do see the Roar has spawned up. The Vortex could capitalize on this and take the Lord. Oh, go for it.
Overextension there from Imperium. They should have exited the base when they had the chance. They stuck around, but now it's going to be so difficult to try to contest with Roar. But I don't know, with the number of turrets still available, can the Vortex actually get something done with this? Maybe a couple of tier 2 turrets, maybe a tier 3, I don't know. This is not that evolved Lord, it's not the 18-minute Lord. So the real question is, what can they do with this right now? Because the pressure is going to be on the mid and top lane continuously.
As we do see the engagement on, well, Kalia trying to engage onto the Granger. But I mean, bro, if the Vortex, right, they just keep someone at the base to defend the base. I mean, if they can push with this Lord, they could definitely get a tier 2, potentially a tier 3 turret. But they are opting for the side lane pushes.
Yeah. The Lord being melted down really quickly as we see here. So this is going to put added pressure onto the mid lane. They are doing that side lane push as you mentioned. They want to try and achieve. So, oh, look at the carry! Look at. They noticed it. They noticed the push with the carry. That could have been a backdoor and then some. There's the grab onto Kalia as the YSS gets the kill. Carries it to the mix. Oh, the flicker from the Budan onto the YSS. YSS trying to escape. There's a Lycan Pulse. Roger, he's trying to chase. The mobility is there. Roger is eliminated. It's a 2-for-0 exchange. The fight is continuing. The Imperium are gonna have to retreat, reset the waves, and wait this game on a knife edge.
I mean, Roger just being hungry in his Lycan form, but jumping into a full team of the Vortex, bro. Not one of the best moments, but I know he was chasing the YSS, but yeah, just unfortunate to give himself up in that engagement. Look, it is not costly. The pressure is onto the Vortex with the super minions, and the objective being 60 seconds away. This is the next Lord battle. Whoever wins the Lord will win the match.
Whoever wins the Lord will win the match. That's 100% agreed. It's going to come down to this, and as we said, it's going to come down to a lot of discipline. If any particular mistake, any particular pickoff, especially in this time frame, right now, we're heading to that 30-second mark, is going to make a significant difference to the outcome of this match.
Yeah, if you don't have immortality, don't go for the team fight before the objective. Oh, did you see the engagement onto Kalia?
Yeah, Imperium right now trying to use a map pressure. Just get your lanes pushed in. If you do so, it will give you the opportunity, the space to get yourself into position before this Lord comes up, as we're watching Roger do exactly that. However, the team moving towards a fight with the where Badang is in the mix there. Somehow he manages to survive. Oh, but the YSS gets the pick off there. But in the meantime, while there's distractions being caused here by the Kalia and the Vexana, they're trying to survive through all of this. Will they be taken down? It looks like Vexana has to flicker to safety. She's almost dead. YSS wants to finish her off. The Lord, it's the 18-minute Lord that's been exchanged for 3 kills. I don't know.
It's a 3-for-0 exchange. Or shall I say it's a 3-for-1 Lord exchange.
And this is where the communication needed to come in. that distraction needed to end a little bit sooner. I mean, Badang did cause the distraction. If you used him to sacrifice his life there, that's okay. You know, you don't mind your XP laner being removed at this stage if you have the opportunity. Oh, there's the engagement onto Roger. He has the mobility to try to escape, and he does do so. But this is a tanky Lord. I mean, we've got 3 players hitting onto the Lord. It survived through so much. If you just had the numbers, you had the opportunity to end.
We do see those immortalities and the winter crowns popping off. Into the arsenal for the side of Imperium. But this could potentially be another team fight here in the mid lane.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, look, I did mention next Lord will win the match, but next team fight will win the match.
Badang being taken low. His immortality has popped. He's going to get pushed back. Roger trying to get into the mix. It's going to be Badang taken down. Kamikaze as well. The chase is on the grab. Grab is in there. It's Roger left alive. Kalia should be the next one to fall. This is a 4-for-nothing exchange. The waves will be moving through. Can Roger ever defend this? He's in a 1v everybody situation right now.
He could get a kill or 2. He does have those capabilities, as we do see that focus onto Jaguar_02. But the grab is onto Roger. The kill is onto Valir. I mean, look at this. A double kill for Roger.
He's
Can he defend this?
Oh my goodness, that was such a valiant effort from the Roger. But well played, Cyril. Vortex coming out clutch in the end. But Imperiums, they gave us an absolute show.
Yeah, GG's well played to both teams. But the Vortex, bro, receiving so much pressure in the early game. What was that? Till the 17-minute mark? I mean, crazy stuff. Just winning the team fights, waiting for that late game scaling to come in and get that damage through. So, wow.
What an absolute cracker of a way to end the stream for tonight. This game had everything, this best of 3. It was back and front. Everything was on a knife edge. Imperium had the control in this game. They were going to put the squeeze on. Just one moment of indecision there. The communication changed the course of the match and then resulted in the Vortex being able to come through. One massive team fight in the mid lane was where it all ended. But Roger, oh my goodness, what a performance.
From Roger, definitely, bro. I have to agree with you, Roger. I did mention he does have that capabilities to take 1 or 2 heroes down. But I just need to add, right? Monkey D. Luffy, with his call on aspect, right? That, what was it, 9-2 and 6 or 9-2 and 8, being far off. YSS picking up 18-3 and 6, a well-deserved MVP for the side of the Vortex. But the Vortex just being and proving to be the better team of this best of 3 series.
Yeah. But I would say this once again, well played to both teams. That was highly entertaining. You had literally everyone on the edge of their seats. I can tell you that much.
Literally.
But anyway, it's been a long evening. It's been a long stream. We're heading into the 4-hour mark in a moment or two. So, final words from Skirmishes, Lotus, before we close for tonight.
Let's Lotus close off first, and then I will close off, and then we're good to go.
To be honest, tonight was actually amazing, and the way the teams played, but the best one so far was this third match between Imperium and the Vortex. The way they each had it almost, and then the Vortex just went and won the game.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I just want to extend another thank you to everyone on the stream for everyone's support. I mean, all right, so we've implemented the top fans option here on the live stream. So just a special thank you to everyone that has supported us and has donated money to the channel. So let me tell you where your money and your support is going to. So as you know, our anniversary stream tournament, Conquerors of Dawn, will be kicking off in September because we are 12 days away and Waylander Gaming will be officially 1 year old. So with that being said, right, all the support, all the chat, everything, literally everything, the membership, all the money that we've accumulated over this time period that we've been on YouTube will be going through to the cash prize pool of the Conquerors of Dawn, and that is our way to say thank you back to each and every one of you. And a special shout out to, well, the MSA with the MSA Cup bringing us this here proper content with the teams playing here. But yeah, who would I be and who would be if we don't say thank you to everyone that is part of our team? So heartfelt thank you to everyone that's part of the team, and thank you for going in blood, sweat and tears with everything that we do and for supporting us. Without the viewers and our team, we would have been, well, we probably would have been on YouTube, but we won't be this far. So thank you to all of you. We love you. And that would be me. That's Skorpskenkel, the sheep with a no bleep, out. But before I go out, Monkey D. Luffy is the top fan of the evening with 450 XP. And look, he sniped the top spot from me, but I'm in second place, so I wanted Don Ryu here to say thank you to me, but nonetheless, Don Ryu in the third place with 300 XP. But the third spot is actually shared between Don Ryu and, well, Junior San, also known as our junior editor at this moment. Literally, his name is Junior, so I get to call him Junior Editor. So thank you all for the support.
On that happy note, with everybody knowing what's going to be happening and what's coming up, we're going to have to say goodbye to you, sadly, at this moment in time tonight. I'm sure you're all tired after this excellent run through in the day one of Group F. We had 3 absolute crackers of a match, ending off on this exceptional high note that we got to see. But for myself, Waylander, Skorpskenkel, Lotus, it's going to have to be goodbye and good night until we see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.